Hello and welcome to Garblag Games Vostok's Chance. Before we get started, please don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Twitter,
assorted social medias
that there will be links to, Discord, Redbubble, Drive-Thru RPG,
etc.
I'm probably missing a few things, but you get the idea.
Twitch as well.
Twitch, yes. Yes, we're doing things on Twitch. Come watch us play Starfall on Twitch. But yeah, people, add some links. This is episode 13. With a bit of luck, this will be the grand finale. We'll see how lost the players manage to get on the way there. At the end of last session...
What's that over there?
At the end of last session, Lisa, Ricky and Herman were heading off into a cavern that was too big for the space you were gone into.
And we established that Herman's mum was not in the tallest tower.
And you had established that Herman's mum was not in the tallest tower. You'd also established that Herman half disappearing with that scroll case thing, was causing some weird changes to reality in some parts of this place.
Inconvenient. Meanwhile,
We went on an adventure.
We did. We Spider-Man down the wall.
Well, no, we were in a cave of infinite darkness first.
Yes.
And then we Spider-Man down a chasm.
Which we couldn't see the bottom of.
We couldn't, but we thought that we've come this far, we'll just do it.
We rolled epically.
We did, which meant we went down the chasm into a tunnel and found a lamp. And we didn't know what to do, so we hit it.
Yep.
Pure role-playing genius. We just punched the lamp.
Oh, I hit it with a relic spear.
Yeah.
pissed off the genie.
I don't know that was the right move, but that's what we did.
That was the last thing we did. It might be the last thing we ever do.
That was the last thing you did. Now, I'm going to... So, we'll go around and do introductions, and then we'll carry on, actually. So, hi, I'm Colin. I'm the storyteller.
Hello, I am John. I'm playing Maria, and I am a scion of XP Totec.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing Edward, and I'm a scion of Odin.
Sam, Lisa, Nazar.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Ricky, the scion of Tsukiyomi.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Herman, a scion of Baldur.
So, although you are a bit ahead of the others in time, I'm actually going to go with them first.
The others first.
I'm going to go with the others first. I just realised gesturing is really unhelpful. Lisa, Herman and Ricky first. Because I don't want them to know what the result of you hitting that lantern was.
The world explodes.
Because... Yes, it's going
Oh yes, the world doesn't.
it's going to be easier for them to
Well, that was the finale side.
Yes,
boom! Well done.
Oops.
Thank you for watching.
Right, so you guys, you are in a...
Somewhere full of large spiky vines.
No,
No, that was
did
before.
that
You did that.
And then we went, this is stupid, let's not do that.
You did
Yes.
think this
We're
was
now in a
stupid.
big cavern in a small space.
Yep.
Yes, you've gone down into this cavern that you've realised that the roof of is actually above ground level, and that
Your maths hurts.
Yeah, your math. It's hurting you right in the maths.
My one weakness!
It doesn't obey the laws of physics.
Yeah, it really does. This place, laws of physics. Who'd have thought? There were a number of sort of passages ahead of you, or was it just a passage ahead of you? I can't remember what I described.
Yes.
I mean, if you can't remember,
I
we've got that
think
one.
there were a few, and we just picked one and gone with it.
Okay, we'll go with that. Cool.
Sounds like the sort of thing we'd do.
Just roll with it.
Dip.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah. Unfortunately, none of you have the chaos purview.
I think I suggested hugging the left wall to...
Well, I can't get lost, so...
Yes,
I remember that being mentioned.
yes, that is true. You
Fine, he
cannot get
knows exactly where he isn't.
your psychopomp purview may well come in handy in this place. So you'll make your way in. What sources of light do you have? Because
I don't need one.
I had a torch. Sorry, flashlight.
you have a flashlight.
Yep.
You don't need light. You do when you're not holding the thing that makes you unable to see the rest of them.
Right. I'm going to have it in my pocket and just be tapping it like this every so often.
If it's in your pocket, you get the full effect.
Oh, okay.
It's alright, at least it's got a flashlight.
What do I have to do to not have the full effect?
I think.
If I walk
think-
down the corridor, kind of
I
tossing
think
it over in the air and catching it.
I think it's when I hold it that you don't.
Yeah. It's also not going to give you strobe effect. If you try and do something like that, it takes a while to fade through and take back.
Be like the alien kind of detector thing. Pew, pew, get a updated kind of little screen.
The problem is also, the ground you can see when you're holding it isn't where the ground is when you can't, when you let go.
That would be weird.
Which is...
Just follow.
Got a torch.
Probably go with the fact that Lisa has a flashlight. So, yes, you make your way towards the leftmost exit.
One of them.
Follow the wall.
Sure, why not? Left wall hugging. You make me an intelligence and something roll.
Does everyone?
Oh, do I get to pick one? Science.
Intelligence survival would probably be the
Survival.
most appropriate.
One.
One.
I don't have survival.
You don't
I'm
survival.
a city boy.
Yeah. You're pretty sure you can find your way back. You're not entirely sure you're not already standing on your way back, but you're pretty sure if you go that way, you can go back.
Yes.
Your where am I is beginning to is working. You're pretty sure you could find your way back to the entrance. It's just you're not entirely sure you're not also
Heading back
standing
that way
where
already.
the entrance should be, or walking past where the entrance should be, and it's not.
Yes.
Yes, it's hurting you right in the physics. So, yeah, you make your way along this corridor. It sort of tightens up for a while. It opens up again into this massive, another huge great cavern. This one, the ceiling is dotted with stalag, whatever it is.
Tights.
Tights. The ones that are on the top, probably, unless you're upside down, in which case they're stalagmites. But hey, we'll call them stalactites.
Ricky's having issues.
And yeah,
That's me for having 3 in science.
you're making. You say again. There's a few exits on the other side. You make your way through. So there've been some choices along the way, and you've picked directions for
Winging
lack
it.
of anything else. As you are midway through this cavern, can I have perception alertness rolls?
Nope.
There you go.
Perception
I
awareness.
didn't realise players
that
could
one.
refuse.
That one. Perception awareness.
A whole 2.
A whole new.
That's actually better than I thought.
3.
3.
Awesome. Okay. You two will spot first. You two will spot shortly afterwards. There is... The ground shakes.
Was that an earthquake?
And then it shakes again, a little bit stronger.
Pretty sure that was an earthquake.
Yeah, you feel
Do
the third.
the-
You feel the third one.
Entrances as described, would you
Yeah.
describe them as doorways or are they just tunnels?
They're just tunnels.
Boo.
Does it feel the same
You
as
get in a doorway in an earthquake.
Does it feel very much like an earthquake?
It feels something like an earthquake. I don't know whether Herman's experienced one.
Probably in his world travels.
Yeah, it's not. It's kind of a growing shock. An earthquake, as I understand it, is more a big shock followed by aftershocks. This is more doing it in reverse. It feels like you're getting the aftershocks first.
Building up to the biggest.
Keep not having it. How far down do you think we are?
Yeah, you're not. I'm pretty sure you weren't in earthquake territory.
Where in the US are we?
Somewhere in the middle.
Oh no, we're not. Pretty sure there shouldn't be earthquakes here. We know we're near the San Andreas Fault.
Move faster?
That's real science, kids.
It's in America.
Okay, you're going to try.
Going quicker?
Okay.
I think we should get the hell out of here. We don't want to be underground during a quake.
We
Which
really
way
want
are
to
you
be
heading?
underground.
Well, can we go back the way we came? Because I have perfect memory in addition to that.
Yes, you can run back the way you came.
How long is that going to take?
I have no. I don't even know how long we've been walking.
A while. I'm not sure Ricky entirely knows how long you've been walking either. One of those.
Some.
Okay, so are you going back the way you came?
Oh, we should carry on, surely, because...
The last place you want to be during an earthquake is underground.
Are there many loose rocks around here, or is it very smooth walls?
There are loose rocks, yes. Some, not a huge number, but some.
And yes, I agree. We probably don't want to
No, this tunnel's been going on forever. And, like, it's got to go somewhere. We're probably in
It's a
there.
rather strong aftershock now, and you're not. Yeah, and some small stones fall from the ceiling.
That's the key right there.
be. Yes, I'm much in agreement.
Let's go that way.
Nope, going forwards. Sprint.
Okay, a sprint.
Not that sprint. But, like, nope.
Okay, Lisa starts running Lisa and your ability to see starts running the other way to the way Wiki's
Great.
suggesting. Which way is Wiki going?
How big is Herman?
Bigger than you.
About 6 foot, I think, was the. Did I
No, it
write that
doesn't.
down? Yeah, around 6 foot, I think.
Trying to think if Ricky could carry him.
Do you have epic strength?
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can carry it.
I'm just gonna
Well,
pick
no. How many epic stamina do you have?
not to. I'm gonna just pick him up because he can't see. Go. We've got to get the hell out of here, and I'm just gonna start running towards the exit.
Okay.
See what I stole then was the Family Guy Star Wars. Let's get out of here!
No, but serious. Could you imagine where I
Add £1,000 to your base lifting capacity. I think you can carry it.
I'm pretty sure I can.
I disagree.
Like sling him over my shoulders and just run. I'm gonna turn on lightning sprinter.
Awesome.
Bye, Sam.
So you have that as well?
Yep.
No, legend.
Are you
bites.
lightning sprinting in towards
Well, I don't know, because you said it did it a bit,
Yeah.
and then it's gotten a bit heavier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not at panic stations yet.
You said the last one was quite violent, didn't
The
you?
last one was fairly violent, and
Okay, in which case then yeah,
okay.
opposite direction.
Can I have Dex and
A legend.
Athletics roll from the both of you, legend point of people who are spending it for Lightning Sprinter, as some of the stalactites start plummeting down.
Oh, excellent. That's what we like.
It's dodge the falling rocks time.
6.
Yes.
That wasn't a great roll,
Yeah,
but
but you got 2.
4.
Oh, I thought you had 2 in Epic Decks.
Maybe I do. At least 4.
Right.
I think you're right.
Okay, we'll call it 5 then.
Hey.
Cool. So, both of you do get to your targeted entrances. As the rocks are crashing around you, you have to dodge and weave and adjust as these rocks come smashing down.
Remember the 5 Ds of Dodge Rock. Dodge, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah. Splitting the party again. What could go wrong?
Well, we know what's that way, and it wasn't the thing we were looking for.
Episode 14, this is Fraser.
Remember when I said players were a thing?
Yes. Players.
Hey!
Colin's like,
you
we're going to
could've
end it
come with
tonight.
me.
No, we're not.
Could have come with me.
Okay.
Not with the intelligence Ricky's got.
You guys. Yes. The place behind you. The shockwaves get very strong. You are having to. So part of those rolls was keeping your feet as the ground was shaking
I
under
also
you.
have cat's grace.
Okay, it wasn't for you though. You're fine. You're having to worry about keeping your feet a bit more, so you're being a little less.
Yep.
Your exit looks a little less impressive.
It's fine. No
But
one's
hey,
looking.
yeah, no one's looking, so hey, probably.
Except maybe Hohen over Ricky's shoulder. Ah,
He can't see a thing unless you.
you can see my torch going around like that.
Yep.
Yours is gyro stabilised.
So yes, you managed to get out to the exit you're heading towards. The shockwaves die back again.
Can we
That's
tell
not
where they were
the-
kind of coming from? Or was it just you're in a thing and it's
not
doing
really.
stuff?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Cool.
If you had like tremor sense,
Oh yeah, Earth skills. Yep. Nope.
Earth purview, that might help.
Totally
you,
not my thing.
but it's not your thing, so no, you can't.
Cool. Just wondered.
I'm assuming we get out and can go back upstairs.
So you go back into the tunnel network you had been in, and start making your way back through it. Unfortunately, you find a cave-in on what should be your route back.
Balls.
You got epic strength.
I do, but I've no idea how big the cave-in is.
It looks fairly comprehensive.
Well, shit.
Oh,
There's been a cave-in, I will relay to him, because he can't see that.
Nope, it's pitch black.
Well, there's got to be another way. Can I use my thing to know where I'm going?
There's another way.
it's like, there's the only thing left to do is lie down and wait for death.
No, when life gets you down.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to complete the rest of that.
Take a bloody load of legend.
And then you're only lightning sprinter distance from a beach.
Just don't forget to bring a towel. We're paraphrasing a famous YouTube video.
You know how far you are and what direction you travelled from the last place you weren't lost,
That nose
which
down.
is that way,
Backwards,
through
upwards.
that rock.
Well, shit.
Twirling.
Well,
twirling into the future.
I'm just going to sprint off in a random direction, and as soon as I can kind of get a direction sense that will take me not there, but in the right direction, I'll go that way.
Try and work
You're
your
looking
way
for your
round.
waypoint marker. You're like, spin the
like-
compass. There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Try and work your way round the
Basically,
cave-in.
round the obstruction
Yep.
very,
Lisa,
very quickly.
Yes,
you're in a tunnel.
I am.
It's another set of
It's
tunnels.
full of rocks.
Your one gets to a point where it narrows down again, very narrow. You can't. You have to. It gets. Assuming you're pressing on, you're getting to
Yep.
the point where you have to sort of shuffle your way through,
That's fine.
sort of on your belly. Elbow crawling your way through that.
Is stuff still rumbling right now, or is it stopped?
It stops after. There are a few more shocks afterwards.
Because I'm not going to be
that lessen
climbing
off
through
again.
any teeny tiny holes if it's still rattling around, because that's a stupid plan, even for Lisa.
Okay, no. There are, as you're making your way through the tunnel, you get to that point probably before they've stopped.
Yep.
But then, as you wait a little bit longer, they do seem to stop.
Okay. Go, go, go.
Okay. You start worming your way through. It's sort of flat for a bit, and then it goes down, and
Cool.
yeah, you can probably fit with your epic dex as well, but it's not.
I will be careful. which is fairly unusual,
Yeah.
but I am capable.
Yeah. So you make your way through further, and you're some distance through this really narrow bit because you have no idea where the exit that is.
Dark.
Your waypoint marker doesn't exist, and it certainly doesn't have a distance count on it. When the rumbling starts again.
Is this still in the stupid narrow bit?
This is still in the stupid.
Excellent. I will speed up as best I can.
Okay.
Well, not intending, because we still like
Goes
steep
down
here.
for like about. It's pretty much a vertical for about 6 feet.
So is it a
and then,
tunnel that's
and then
vertical, or is it like a cliff face that's vertical?
It's a tunnel, but calling it a tunnel might be being generous. This is a gap
it's
in
a
the rock
crevice.
rather than anything tunneled.
Okay.
If you see what I mean?
For some reason, I feel like a vertical one is safer because there's less above me.
I mean, your logic is
It's
undeniable.
like 6 feet and then.
Because if you're that way, then you get squished. Whereas if you're that way, you don't get squished because it's not on top of you, except for everything else.
Apart
Things
from the
have
rock
further
that's
to
above it.
Lisa logic.
Yes, unfortunately you're not in that bit by the time it starts
It's
rumbling.
fine, she carries on.
Your logic is undeniable.
Could you make a
I just won't
Dex
tell anyone
athletics
about
roll?
this. I won't get to tell anyone about this. Because I'll be squished.
See how quickly you manage to make your way through.
Okay, nope.
You might want to re-roll
Nope.
that.
Nope.
I say go for it.
Nope. 4 again.
You sure you don't want to spend a legend to re-roll that?
Look at the ones I took out as well. I've got 2 10s there and a 9.
I
What is-
believe in you.
Stupid.
I think 4 will do you fine.
Okay.
Yep, it's fine.
So you carry on making your way through this until eventually it opens out. Mm-hmm. It does not open out in a nice, convenient. The roof goes up way, but more. It's kind of it opens out that way and down.
Okay.
Probably from the judging by your from your light you can see because this isn't like.
Okay, but I'm still going to take a moment to. Yep, that's better. I can actually, move and
Your arms a bit at any rate.
breathe now. That's
Yeah.
better. But
It's-
I
it's
still
about,
can't see
like-
Jack down there.
Well, no, it's about 20 feet down. It's
Okay, that's not so bad.
massively far, but
It's far enough.
You don't get hurt when you fall down things anyway, so.
Depends. It depends. But yeah, I will skip down and
Skip.
yeah, you
Yeah.
drop down and yeah, the floor doesn't hurt you as
good.
much as it.
it's fine. Hey, with like epic decks a couple and
You could
stuff,
probably land it
jumping
even
is
without
jumping's fine.
the sky boom.
So tough when I need it.
Well, to be fair, it's not like it's a one activation thing. But yeah, you drop down and into that, and you're in a larger cavern. It's again, it's sort of opening up at an odd angle. The floor, one side, the left side of it stays approximately level where you are. The right side seems to be dipping away into some. Dipping away further
So
down
is it kind of a beehivey type cavern? Like it's got that kind of, it's come down into a bell shape, and then you've got a ledge, and then it's kind of going down. Is it further down that way?
It is not a. It's of roughly flat roof,
Oh, okay.
wall, and then it kind of slopes down from the wall.
Does it
further.
look like it's been carved, or
I'd say it looks quite smooth.
weird?
Yeah.
Tunnel, door,
But-
direction.
Tunnel.
Because like walls are no use to me.
Walls are no more use here.
So you can carry on going. You can
Okay.
carry on going forwards, and you could either carry on along the high bit or allow gravity to carry you down a bit further.
I'll go along the ridge for now
Yeah.
to see if I can see what's down there before just running down it. But
Okay.
I'll probably end up down there anyway, realistically. So
It's not like a drop. It's a
Okay.
slope going down.
that's not so bad.
Yeah, so you move along the top bit, and it looks like this is it sort of goes down and then into something. It just sort of opens up. You can't see.
Is
Your
it
torch is not
rock?
able to illuminate
That's fine. It's done alright so far.
Well enough.
Job torch. Is it kind of rock floor, or is it like scree and like free loose
It's
stuff?
fairly loose. This slope is
Okay, but it goes down into
goes
somewhere else
down
and then it's
into
open.
somewhere big enough that you can't see how big it is with your torch.
Cool. Going that way.
You land on Dan's head.
I think we can afford a little bit more light here.
Oh, yes. I think we can afford a little more light. Sorry. We just can't know.
Okay, you guys. So you're trying to make your way round to.
Basically, another tunnel to go back that way.
Yeah. Okay, you're making your way around. You come to vertical up. You think that there's some. You think you can see at the top some ways further on that way, but it's sort of climb up and go along.
Cool. How high?
About 30 feet up. Rocks are rough enough that it looks like it's not going to be an incredibly difficult climb, although with Herman clinging onto you, it's not going to make life easy. Of course, with your ability to just walk up
We got
trees.
monkey climber.
I don't know. I haven't spent my XP because I forgot.
So new.
I know.
No, I'm pretty sure we can do this.
Your ability to walk up trees seems to.
Well, I run up them.
Yes. The run up trees.
Okay,
Momentum
so,
isn't
so
a good
take,
assistant.
take a moment and run up the wall.
I'm just going to tell Herman to hang on.
You're going to tell him what you're doing.
Herman's like, I don't know why, but
Hang on, Herman. Secret tunnel.
not too bad.
Secret tunnel. Oh, the mountains.
So the way I'm doing it is literally. So, how far in front of me is the wall at the moment?
How far do you want it to be?
A good like 20 feet. I want a running.
So
I want a
you back
running
up
jump.
to get a full running start.
Yeah, basically full running start and then kind of leap and just try and use momentum to carry me up.
Okay. Have a point of legend for a stunt for
Oh, cool.
that, and a die on the dice roll.
12.
A 1. Yes, that's
So that is 7 successes.
7 successes. Okay, yes. You hit the wall. You hit the wall like it's a the easy climbing walls, Bam, up you go.
Herman screaming the entire way.
You're not entirely sure what happened, but there appears to be no floor underneath you for a bit. And yes, you get to the top where you get to the top where
It's alright, I don't know if she's gone down. It's
where the tunnel, there are tunnels again leading on. As you get to the top, you feel the shock, another set of these shockwaves start to come.
bloody earthquakes are still happening.
Okay, watch out for rocks.
I will, and I'm just going to keep running.
Okay.
Birds?
Ah, yes, the rock.
So want to play a Scion with a pet rock.
or Dwayne Johnson.
Ah, yes. A pet Dwayne the Rock.
This is my pet rock. This is a stone.
Stone cold.
Anyway, yes. You run off
Like
down
the
this
wind.
corridor. Yeah, you're running along. This one is less forgiving in terms of its compared to some of the other ones. This is. It seems like this kind of feels like a stone riverbed.
Okay.
It's reasonably dry. It's a little damp. The bottom there's sort of a trickle of water, but it's definitely this smooth but very uneven surface as you're running along. Not enough to give you any particular concern given Cat's Grace and all. When you come to you then come to a larger area where there is a pool.
What, water or?
Water.
Oh, okay.
there is a pool of water that this trickle seems to be coming from, and as you sort of get your bearings, you'll see that there is what should be a waterfall. But there isn't a waterfall because it looks like some rockfalls have blocked the water flow, so there's a trickle of water coming down the far wall.
Right, so there's no way past, or?
There's another larger shock.
The blockage comes free.
Everything shakes. Whoa!
Yeah, everything
That was the cue, Herman.
Yeah, Herman. Everybody thinks Herman doesn't necessarily need to.
That's true, actually,
You've got
yeah.
ways, you're just steady. You're like, that's a big shot, and yeah, there's a, and some water starts coming down from above, a bit more forcefully.
Excellent. So, in the room, is it just the way I came in and where the water's coming from? Okay. I'm going to climb up next to the waterfall.
You're going to climb up and try and hang on.
Yeah, not through the water, because that would be stupid. but next to it.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
there's always a cave behind the waterfall.
It's true,
There
sometimes.
there isn't this time. There isn't enough waterfall to hide it.
And there's always treasure in it.
Or a troll.
Or a dead guy.
Troll! It's alright if I find a troll.
Or
I've
a
got
troll,
Herman.
a dead guy, and
All
and
of the
treasure.
above.
Yes. So you give me a Dex and Athletics roll because this is holding on as these shocks intensify is going to be difficult.
Some.
Would be difficult for someone without supernatural levels of agility.
And dice rolling.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
So when you get a bit higher level, making it look easy. Yeah, you're clinging on. You managed to find a decent, solid grip, and
Where my knowledge in geology has come in useful.
and hang on as these
Can we all just
shockwaves-
appreciate right now? There's a small Chinese guy or Japanese guy.
Japanese.
So a small Japanese guy carrying a 6-foot Norwegian on his back.
There's a fin.
Sorry, Finn.
And I'm actually Australian. Bloody
Well,
ponds.
underground in an earthquake while the earthquake's going on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to appreciate this scene right now.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive.
Next top hat's just going to start speaking louder and slower.
And the shocks intensify, and yes, this blockage comes through. You've managed to position yourself out the way, so the initial surge smashing into the wall opposite washes down. You're just about high enough that the water, as it rises up from the pool, getting flooded.
Yeah.
You probably your feet get a bit wet, and then it starts to drain away again as the flow
Everything kind of
downstream catches up. And the flow upstream lessens out, as you say, as it rebalances, and you're now next to the top of a moderately intense waterfall.
Okay, can I kind of climb round?
You can climb round and sort of make your way along the edge of this river. There isn't space to be not in it,
I don't mind getting wet.
but yeah, you make your way along the edge of this river, and you get to a point where your only option is up, as the river sort of seems to be coming out. Well, you actually no, that isn't quite true. You have two options: underwater or up.
Swimming with someone on your back underwater is going to be a lot harder.
With earthquakes.
I'm going up.
Swimming underground, underwater, earthquakes, wildcat. Yeah, that's
I'm going with up.
okay. I'm going to make you roll. The rolls you've been making so far have been pretty damn good. You come out up into this. It's sort of through. There's this climb is a bit more tricky, but whatever. There isn't an earthquake going on. There's some loose rocks around, but you can sort of knock them away, and you can find the solid handholds beneath. And you come out of a small hole in what seems to be a truly impossibly large cavern. Like the ceiling is probably somewhere between half a mile and a mile above you.
Blimey, so even bigger than the first one.
Far bigger than the first one. The ground is covered in scree. And you've climbed out, and it's quite a small hole. It's not the hole you fell in. No.
We didn't fall in the hole. We climbed down the hole.
So, yes, you climbed expertly into.
Whilst tied off to each other as well. I'm just...
Yep. And Herman, you can see a light off over there.
Awesome.
Up, kind of. Just you think it's just a glimmer of light. It's quite a ways away.
I point this out to Ricky in case he hasn't spotted it. Being able
Probably
to
might not have done.
Being able to see it in the dark anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, it's relatively.
I
subtle
will
against.
start running in the direction Herman pointed.
Okay. So yeah, there's this scree slope
So
there.
there's a big old hole. I'm gonna go exploring it a bit. And does it kind of drop away again?
It's not actually that steep a slope. There's quite a bit of loose rock. It's not sort of. It's not.
Does it echo?
Probably yes. There's probably really satisfying echo. You hear
yeah,
Lucy
I'll-
shouting.
Yeah.
Well, no guessing who that is.
Echo!
And yeah, you come down into this. Well, you don't know. You can't tell how big this is. All you can tell is your torch can't
And it's
illuminate
big.
the sides.
And it makes great noises.
And it makes. Well, the bit you were in as you were coming down made great
I'm gonna
noises.
sing.
Once you're actually in the main open space, the echo isn't so impressive.
Yeah. I'll go back to the edge again. Carry on singing.
It's just too far away to get a good
Yep.
echo.
And kind of keep going my way across, like away from wherever I was, because
Yep.
forwards is where I'm going.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, I don't really have any ideas. So
Yeah,
forwards.
so you're making your way forwards, and then Vicky steps into your light,
Oh,
And you shoot him.
carrying Herman.
I don't. No. Oh, hey guys.
I don't know, or have you put Herman down by this point, seeing as you
To be
have some
honest,
light before you?
well, once I get into the light, I'll put Herman down.
Where did you go? You look wet.
Well, there was a bit of a waterfall and some climbing involved.
Yeah, I didn't get a waterfall, but there was climbing and like rumbling and teeny tiny cracks and yeah, and then this is cool. This is cool.
Well, the way back was blocked. There's lots of cave-ins everywhere.
Well, as you can see, I have got to here, wherever here is.
Well,
I haven't found anything.
between us, we've gone in a big circle.
Cool. I mean, I
Exciting.
didn't. I went forwards, so you must have gone in a big circle. Because I just went straight.
We went back and then up lots.
You went up lots.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went down. Yeah,
There's definitely
I'm going
lots
that
of
way. Do you want us to go that way?
Is she pointing where we've just come from?
No, she's pointing more towards the centre of this impossibly huge cavern.
I'm not quite sure where we are, but the ceiling's about, what did you say, about half a mile above
Somewhere
us?
between half a mile and a mile, you'd guess, but it's hard to judge distances at that kind of range. Would explain why your torch isn't lighting it up very well.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not the best.
Which way do I think we want to go?
To get out,
I'm just going to keep walking. Straight.
probably either back the way you came and then presumably a different path than the one you took, or back the way Lisa came and then presumably a different path.
Do, 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 do. You right, Herman?
Please make me perception awareness roll. So awareness roll. You.
Yep, bit dark in here though.
because
Oh yeah, isn't it?
you aren't limited by the range of the torch.
I wonder how long this has been here.
1.
I wonder if there's anything down here.
Not have any epic perception.
I've got 1.
What?
See,
Oh,
this
2.
would be a better place to keep those angry bat thingies instead of in a corridor. I mean, who does that?
Yeah, you make yeah. You can see that distance? Possibly not. Actually, no. Lisa carries on making her way
Do, 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 do.
more towards the centre.
Do you think there's a thing in the middle? Do you think there's a hole in the top? Do you think there's like treasure down here? Or maybe it's Vostok's lair. Maybe there's a dragon. It's under a castle, right?
A dragon would be cool, but unlikely, being they're fictional.
Yeah.
Like those bat things.
Well, that's a fair point, I suppose.
And the fact that
Or everything else we fought.
It's true. To be fair, until like a week ago, I didn't know giant spiders with people faces on them existed.
I was okay not knowing that. I was fine not needing to know that.
I was supposed to be at a software conference.
Well, this is more exciting.
Well, clearly you've not been to the right
That's
software.
pretty good. Our Windows 98 is looking fine.
Anyway, yes. So you make your way. Right, you're continuing roughly towards the centre.
Do.
I may as well follow for the moment until I kind of can try and figure something else out.
Okay. All three of you can make perception awareness roll.
I believe.
4.
Perception and awareness roll.
3 9s and a mile.
2.
Is that 2?
3.
Yep.
I literally rolled a success on every dice I have.
Nice.
I do not do
I
perception.
claim loaded dice.
I claim loaded dice. I've just not done the same thing.
Good. 2, 3, and 4. So yes, you get. There's another round of rumbling. You get.
Another
You think
round.
that round of rumbling might have been accompanied by a sound echoing around this space, as in like more than just the rumbling sound. Your ears suggest the sound is coming from roughly the centre, and as you look, you see something moving just before the rumble.
Dun dun dun.
Do.
There's
Can't see very clearly. It's still quite a ways away.
Attack it.
Is it a dragon?
I hope so. There's something down here.
Well, yeah, like rocks. And a waterfall, apparently, because I didn't see it. And me, and you, and you, and my torch.
Looking at Herman, there's something moving down there.
Where? Torch.
Shall we go check it out?
Things much
That's not what you
Yeah,
said.
as well.
foul in the dark places of the world.
You didn't say it was moving.
Okay, so
So there was a thing.
Balrog of Moria.
yeah, there is. As
shall
you
not
get
pass.
closer, you do see as these shockwaves intensify. You're okay at keeping your feet. You two, you don't have cat's grace, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, you two are struggling to keep your feet a bit, but you do see as you get a bit closer, just in the glint of the light. Yeah, there's definitely something moving ahead of you.
Cool.
Something going up and down.
It's
And
an elevator.
shockwave.
Huh.
Can I
go
see
take a
what
look.
it is?
Oh, it's a piston.
No, it's rather smaller than that. It appears to be a hammer. About yay. Sort of
Well, it just looks
yay
like
big,
a
normal size.
claw hammer. I mean, a smithing hammer.
Something more solid. Yeah, actually.
Nailed
solid-
me.
Like a
solid
stonemason
head.
type.
Yeah.
You should be worthy. Wield this hammer, shall have the power of Thor.
And as it comes down, you can't see anyone wielding it. It appears to be moving rather on its own accord. It's
a bit weird.
Down, it
Roger, just do this and see if it comes to your hand.
It's got to be quite heavy to be making that much
How
racket.
big is the hammer?
Well,
Like something a person would hold?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah.
Can I have that scroll?
Dibs! Charge.
I will hand her the scroll.
I take the scroll.
Okay.
doom.
Right. Let's see how this works out.
Classic Thunderstrike.
You take the scroll, and the scene shifts so that rather than going down this slope towards where the hammer is, it's like the bottom of a bowl. As you pick it up, the whole thing shifts and almost inverts, so the hammer is at the top of like this stepped pyramid.
Ooh.
Sort of 45-degree stepped pyramid. Lisa appears to be running. No, you can't see Lisa. No, you don't know really what's going on. But yeah, there's this pyramid. There's a hammer. It comes down again on top of the pyramid, and this shockwave shakes you. And then you need Dex and Athletics to not fall down the pyramid away from everyone else, which is going to look really strange as you start tumbling uphill.
Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah, you don't fall. You don't lose your footing and fall up down the pyramid.
Physics.
This hammer's still moving by itself, is it?
Yes, the hammer looks roughly the same, larger. It looks like a bigger version of what you had. Well, what he had seen mostly, what you said,
Okay.
what you can roughly see. It looks like pretty like a big two-handed sledgehammer-sized thing.
Oh, so it's not Mowgli.
I'm going to wander closer to it.
Okay, you start trudging up the steps of this. They're not small steps. These steps were not made for people your size.
I like the idea of him trying to climb the steps, but going downwards. And
Yeah.
we're just like, well, I'm not because I don't notice. But
Yeah, this looks really. This is gonna look. He's really sort of trudging down like it's a lot of effort to go down this slope.
shrug.
I'm just gonna follow quite casually.
Yeah, another massive shockwave roll past. You get the hammer. It's about normal sized smithing hammer, stonemason hammer kind of thing.
Cool.
It's the head of it. However, you will notice as you get closer and can actually see the details in between it as it's sort of slowly raising up. Is covered with just sort of round. Imagine like the two ends. It's a double-headed hammer.
Yeah.
The two ends round on the not the striking surface, but adjacent to the striking.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a ring of Chinese characters.
Ooh, that's interesting.
What does it say?
Who wields this hammer?
John.
No. It is. What's your occult score?
1.
Make intelligence score.
One is the lowest.
What it says is made in China.
It
Made in the celestial bureaucracy.
It might be, to be fair.
2.
2 successes. You can tell
I need
that
to be here,
these
yes.
are old runes. Yeah, not runes.
Yeah.
Old characters.
Yep.
It's an older alphabet.
the
than
Old
current
Kingdom.
But it still checks out.
one. It is. You will you recognise some of the things.
Okay. Does any of it say anything about dark? That is my first question.
Being worthy.
If it says anything about dark, I'm staying the hell away from it because that stuff exploded and was like poisony, cursy, smoky
No,
crap.
it doesn't. You're not noticing anything.
Okay.
Like that.
So it wasn't
can't-
Chinese.
You can't easily.
I don't care.
It also wasn't Chinese. It
It
was
was
Japanese.
bad.
You
Yeah, but it was bad.
can't really decipher it very well.
That's because it's moving around.
Also, because it's not a language you're particularly familiar
Yeah.
with beyond being able to say yes. It's that's
It's
oldie.
Mandarin.
That's very old,
Yeah.
sort of archaic
Chinese.
Chinese.
What is it hitting into? Is there like a
hitting,
thing,
like,
or is it just the floor?
It's basically this big solid boulder that cracks are emanating from, but the boulder itself is solid.
How strong are the earthquake? Are they like the tremors?
While you're standing next to it, pretty damn strong. Those two are going to be really struggling to keep their feet in this.
Do you know what would make it easier if it wasn't doing that?
Yes, that's true.
Come on, grab it.
Yeah.
You're going to grab it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Well, I don't know what it says, but it doesn't say dark, so that's fine, right?
Please make me a strength and athletics roll. It would be entertaining.
Come on, Sam.
Phone up. Oh no, wrong age.
Wrong era, you don't have a
Yeah, we don't have smartphones.
3 successes.
Ragdoom.
Okay, it's rising up as you grab it, and it carries on lifting, and it starts to come down with not possibly as much force as you might expect, given the size of the earthquakes. You manage to brace it, and you're sort of fighting with it as it's trying to go down. And
Whoa, now.
you're pretty much.
Go easy on that.
Can you make me a straight legend roll?
On what? Just on what we've got as a base?
Yeah.
So 3?
3. Yeah.
That couldn't have
3?
gone much more.
What about your strength?
You said a
legend.
straight legend roll.
Oh, I thought you said strength legend roll.
No, I said a straight legend roll. Cool. Okay. Yeah. You holding it, and then it sort of starts to. It stops fighting you too much. It stops fighting you.
There's a good hammer thing. There
She's
you go.
talking to the hammer. It appears to be,
Working.
working. It's stopped. It appears to be not fighting her so much as it was. The big, massive sledgehammer rises up as you get one strike when you're right next to it, and it almost does send you tumbling down the thing. You pretty much have to drop to your knees to avoid tumbling down this pyramid, which seems to go on a very long way. And then the hammer lifts up again, and then it starts to come down, and it stops and sort of judders back and forth a bit before steadying in midair.
Interesting. Good job.
Is it still trying to fall, or is it just kind of like stopped? Or...
Can you take it away?
After you have to fight with it for a bit, and then it sort of stops fighting you, and it's. I mean,
It's just gone.
Oh,
fairly heavy,
it.
but it's fairly heavy, but
That is
it's
a good
not
hammer.
pulling down beyond its weight.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Skull cracker.
So I made it stop doing that. That's probably good, right?
Good job.
Maybe, unless it's supposed to be doing that.
Well, I don't know how long it's been doing that, but we didn't know it was doing that before. We would have noticed from upstairs, right?
Yes.
Normally I'd say yes, but
Okay, well,
we're gonna give the
no
look
one's,
of I
no
have
one's
idea.
here, and there's no instructions except for those which I can't quite make out right now.
See what happens.
Is there another way out? Like, we switched off the annoying, like, doorbell. So... Oh man, I really want to knock on someone's door with this. Oh, that door upstairs!
Ragdoom.
Well, I don't know. If it, I wonder if we could use that to get our way out, because the path was blocked. I mean,
I
if
don't
it can
know
make
how-
a whole place
I
bloody
don't know.
shake.
You're standing there, and it's starting to move around a little bit.
I don't know how confident I am of just,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
whacking it into
Hang
a wall.
on, hang on. I will tap in Morse code. Give me the thing.
I'll hold the scroll out.
You probably get it, and he's holding it.
I don't know how comfortable I am just, like, wailing on a wall
It's
with
now
this,
a
because
person
everything
size,
will
a
just...
normal person's
crash down
person's hammer, normal
on us,
one-handed hammer
probably.
size thing,
Well, I don't know.
Being wielded by Lisa.
being held by Lisa.
Like,
Try and
The
hit something with it.
potential way out is I will point in the direction I think we're supposed to go.
isn't that where we came from?
No, we came from that way.
Oh, you came from that way. I came from that way. So we're going that way.
Is there a different way to one of the two ways that
You're in a cavern that's about a mile
We should check
wide.
all around the edges and see if
I,
there's another
from
door.
my sense, can Do I think there might
There
be a
are
different one?
probably some other ways out. You can see a few things that look like they
I will
ways.
pick one at random and go that way.
It's the one to the north.
So, do I put it back?
No, hit something.
If I put it back, will it like sit still then?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, until a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know any of this was a thing.
Give it a try. Put it down on the floor.
I will put it
Try putting it on the
Head-
rock.
first, just on the rock, and
It sits there for a little while.
good hammer. So, are we leaving
Give
it
the rock
here?
a little tap.
I don't know.
Go on, do it.
Why?
See if it does the thing.
Dink.
Okay. Make me a legend roll.
3 again.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Okay. You try to gingerly tap this rock. The hammer has other ideas. Your ginger tapping turns into quite a forceful smack because the hammer kind of seems
Ding.
to take over the.
The hammer goes, oh yeah, I know how to do this. Alright.
I said a little tap.
I did! It did!
And the rock falls through the floor.
Oh,
Cool.
hello!
And lands on Edward.
Dun dun dun.
You guys!
Hello.
Yes, we are in the room.
This is Dan. I'm John.
And they call him.
Yeah.
Chaos and mayhem.
Chaos and mayhem, yeah, I love that. You strike your mighty blow against the ancient, well, not ancient, the like 18th century styly
Lantern.
storm lantern. And
Full of blackness and dark.
it seems to be the source of darkness and stuff. And
It explodes.
there is a something explodes.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, not your spear.
Oh, thank God for that.
No,
My dad would be so upset. Yeah, me.
Sorry, Dad.
Something definitely explodes, but it doesn't seem like it's the lantern so much as it's the
Darkness.
the area you're in just sort of seems to fall away and through and round, and you find yourself standing in a definitely a dark corner, a dark space. You're in shade. You're in shadow.
Cool.
Quite deep shadow. But where it had been this bare stone, where you had been standing in this bare stone corridor, you are now standing in a leaf, sort of vine-covered. Some of the ground's kind of covered in ivy. Space.
Come and jam. We look around and see what we can see.
So you look around. You're in a. It's not particularly a perception roll.
Oh right, sorry.
Oh, okay.
We're just getting keen.
Yeah, we're just
They
getting some
wanted to roll
dice.
some dice.
So yeah, you look around.
I rolled 5
There
anyway.
is-
Good job.
You're in a space maybe 60 foot across. You're not sure what what exactly is going on with the limit of the space seems to be defined by trees and foliage. It might be that you could go further, but you can't see further than that. There's sort of a clearing in this space. The roof is quite low, so it's how the hell are the trees growing here? That it's not open. It's not open sky. It's a cave. There should not be trees in here.
Is the lantern gone though?
The lantern is gone. There is no sign of the lantern nor the pedestal it was on.
Is there anyone else in the room?
Yes,
Whom is in the room?
there is. You can see. Initially, you can see 3 figures. They're somewhat obscured by trees. But are you assuming you're moving a bit to take
First off, my unlidded eye is still active. What can I see from the supernatural side of things? everything's just so it's just like.
You might want to close that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to turn it off because probably is it going to be.
It's a bit uncomfortable.
Everything is weird when you found the tip. So
Okay, yeah.
It's yes.
And what about the three figures? Are they more so than the rest of everything that's going around, or are they just blending in with
They're
everything?
rather blending in with them.
Right, okay, I'm going to switch that off because it's probably giving me a bit of a headache then.
Probably is starting to give you a bit.
Yeah,
of
right, okay.
The answer to your unlidded eye is yes.
Yes, okay, right.
okay.
Can I see anything in terms of using my occult? Because I'm quite smart in the old occult.
Well, you need to be able to see.
Okay, let's get a little bit closer. But
Whoa. Calm your walking towards things shit.
yeah, we're still tied together, by the way.
Exactly. Let's just take stock of our situation next to the wall.
I assume we're saying this quite quietly so they can't hear us.
Maria is nothing if not subtle.
Where the hell are we?
Maria is nothing then.
Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the plants.
Okay.
What
So,
kind of plants are they? He says, using his science rolls.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Green ones.
Yeah.
Magic plants.
Viney.
There seem to be vines.
Viney, you'll spot some thorns.
And then I tell you that everything in the room is supernatural and powerful.
Oh, I'll then use my occult roll instead.
Okay. Yeah.
That was better.
Magic plants.
Not that much better. 2 successes. They are magic plants. You are correct.
They are not just they are magic plants. They are these. You're not going to get necessarily these aren't magic plants. These are familiar. The shape of the leaves seem familiar to you from your father's side.
Ooh.
So
Exciting.
you're not entirely sure their significance. You're pretty sure you've seen them in that kind of thing.
Aspect.
Not entirely sure whether you've seen him growing them or they've been on decorations or something, but it's that kind of thing.
It would remind me of something. Something I've not seen since. Let's just wander off.
Okay,
No, I'm joking. We're tied together.
are you going to untie yourselves from each other?
No, we shouldn't untie ourselves, just in case we get transported into some other weird place.
Good idea.
Okay.
I think we should make our way very quietly towards these three people.
Okay, you stand forward, you have the stick. I have the Uzi.
Okay, good idea.
Make dex and stealth rolls as you approach these three figures. They're a bit moving and there's some talking going on.
That's pretty good. I rolled a
Okay,
5.
Edward is a ninja.
I didn't roll a 5, I rolled a 2.
Okay, Edward is a ninja. You are less ninja. But
But we are tied together, so you know.
I ruin it. So
Yeah.
overall, we scored a 3.
so you you start to make your way closer towards. You will notice as you get closer, as you sort of can see a bit more. You move to somewhere you can get a better look. One of the two of the figures are terracotta, as in they are made of terracotta.
Ah, okay.
They appear to be like the terracotta army kind of figures. They are that sort of style.
But they're moving.
They're looking around. They are. Oh yes, they.
And
they
the
do
third
appear
figure?
mobile. The third figure appears to be Vostok.
Cool.
He is facing away from you, and as you get closer, you can see what he is facing. There is a large, not like a central tree, but there is a largish tree, and half contained within it, sort of arms disappear into it, so you didn't notice her to start with, is a woman. So her arms seem to be sort of, the branches have swallowed.
Does she happen to have any familiar features with someone we might know?
She might be. You've not. I don't know. Did you show them a picture?
No. What I'm asking is, does she share any features with Herman, basically?
She could.
Has she got it going on? Because if she has, we know exactly who it is.
Is it Herman's mum? Has she got it going on?
Currently, her arms.
Not right now, she doesn't.
Her arms and legs are sort of disappearing into this tree.
So she's like half enveloped into the
Okay.
tree then?
Yeah, almost like
Assess health.
crucifix kind of pose in this tree.
Is she healthy?
She is not especially healthy.
She's not especially healthy.
Is, You can tell she is dehydrated. She is suffering from
Stress.
exhaustion, but also she is on
What are you doing?
I'm doing an intelligence
levels
and
of-
occult roll.
aggravated damage.
Oh,
Sorry, aggravated lethal. I meant to say lethal.
I'm going to help you.
Said the wrong thing.
This.
Vostok, as I say, has his back to you. He is. He is he is holding a knife
Oh,
and is as you approach, he appears to be finishing something. He stops whatever he was doing. Either he finished or he
was interrupted.
was interrupted. But you can see blood running down her towards, well, basically down her and then starting running down the tree. What are you rolling?
I rolled intelligence as occult. Well, I was trying to assess what the tree was doing from my knowledge of occult.
And I'll assess what Vostok is doing from my knowledge of occult.
He appears to be letting her blood, which seems kind of familiar in the whole.
That's my thing.
You've seen some of these plants before, and he's now shedding her blood around things.
So he's using an Aztec ritual.
Seems like that could be the thing.
And what was your thing?
I was trying to see what the tree was doing and whether I knew anything sort of occulty why he would be doing what he's doing
To a tree.
with a tree.
With Chinese terracotta warriors.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
FIFO Successio.
5 successes. Okay. The tree appears. You're not sure. The tree and what he's doing with her. The tree doesn't seem to have any obvious significance beyond a very unusual form of restraint. The bloodletting could be serving various purposes. None of them are good. We'll just go with none of them are good.
Right.
Or rather, bloodletting is usually a way of stealing power.
Yes. Okay. So.
Sacrifice to power something.
Okay.
It's Vostok doing it, and therefore probably not good.
Good. Right. Okay.
As you approach her, you're still a reasonable distance away when he speaks. There's no need to try and hide. It's hardly like your arrival was unheralded.
Well, there goes my plan of saying you go over there and then I'll go interrupt and we'll get Herman's mum out of it. Okay. Let's approach slowly.
And he turns around holding the, still holding this knife. It's not a particularly Aztec-y knife. It's more a kind of sort of one of those wavy blade.
However, it's not his paper knife because I nicked it.
It is not his paper knife because you stole that one. Funnily enough, he wasn't using that in his bloodletting.
I'm going to say to him, Mr. Vostok, I presume? Because we've not actually seen his face, so I'm making the assumption that this is probably what we've been after. I mean, I know you just told us it's Vostok, but character-wise, I don't know who Vostok
True,
is.
you haven't specifically. He matches the general thing.
And his voice probably sounded like what we heard on the tape.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mr. Vostok, I presume.
You want congratulations for figuring that out?
No, what I'd like you to do is let the lady go, if that's at all possible.
And what would you offer in return?
Your sincerest gratitude.
An English gentleman's thanks, of course. What would you want in return? Judging by this room and yourself, I don't think either of us stand much of a chance if we get into fisticuffs with you, so...
Speak for yourself.
You didn't see what I saw. So So I suppose negotiation is probably the better route right now. I'm also keeping my eyes on the vines because after being in a spider place where things moved underneath our feet, I'm being very aware.
You are being okay. No, that's a very sensible thing to be doing.
And given that the blood is going onto the things, I feel like the leaves and that have all got something to do with this. So
yeah. Perception awareness rolls actually. As you're saying that.
Summon up police. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Guns don't kill people. Rappers do.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, you don't notice this immediately,
5,
but as you're paying
6.
attention, you're looking at that and you're seeing that, you do notice that as her blood is running down this tree, it's being channeled somewhat and directed, and at the base of the tree, hidden amongst the roots, there appears to be a bowl.
a bowl.
Yes,
Okay.
and that is where the blood is being directed.
And how is he reacting to my offer of negotiation? I'm assuming with.
Honestly, I don't think you have anything I couldn't take.
That is a valid point. Flashbang!
Flashbang?
I've got 2 flashbangs on me.
Awesome!
I've just launched a flashbang at into his.
I was hoping he was just shouting flashbang.
What?
Would be entertaining. Okay, so pretty much at the same moment, because he was kicking something up as you did that. I'm not going to make this be an initiative roll. This is a.
No, because even if you do, I have Sublime Warning. Subliminal Warning, thank you. And Opening Gambit, both of which I'm going to
Use. You have to spend a legend for opening.
Yes, I am.
Opening Gambit. You spend the legend for opening. Gambit,
You go first.
and you get to go first.
And Subliminal Warning protects me from ambushes.
You were also paying attention to where the
Yes.
ambush is coming from, so
Yes.
you know.
It's not really an ambush.
It's more a ambush.
It's more you're about to be attacked.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I'm trying to save Herman's mum.
Well, I hear she's got it going on.
She probably doesn't at the moment. She's probably not feeling very well.
Well,
Yeah, right. So,
at the moment, she's all we want. And we've needed for
could
so long.
you make me a dex and throne roll, I guess, to try and put the flashbang where you want it? Where do you want to put the flashbang?
No.
Face.
No.
It just goes towards him in an arbitrary direction.
I'm going to have to spend. It's legendary roll, isn't it?
yeah.
I need
Well, even if you fell, you've thrown it. So.
You've definitely thrown it, it's just maybe not very
Oh my god, that's terrible. That's
No.
fumbled. Oh, I haven't thrown it. Just let go of the pin in my hand.
You've thrown it explodes in our faces.
Yes. Pin out.
I didn't realise that I had nothing in thrown.
So we fumble.
I was trying to make more of a controlled drop into his area, but that's.
You've just dropped it at our feet.
Yeah.
It's now a smoke bomb. It's not how smoke bombs work.
I love it.
Therefore, you would have been better off just shouting flashbang.
I didn't realise I was going to have to.
Lay down.
Oh god.
Oh, well,
That's
this'll be
great.
entertaining.
We
That's
don't have
so
that
good.
great of a record of flashbangs, do we?
I should have known. Should have known.
No, just on the channel in general. Just
Yeah.
They go terribly
Yeah,
every time.
Gav has not had fun.
Yeah.
Lisa's not had fun.
Yeah, so yes, you throw, you attempt to throw a flashbang. On the plus side, Lisa, Herman's mother, I'm not having to make a particularly difficult stamina and fortitude roll for.
Yeah, because it probably doesn't go off. It probably just lands on the floor.
Because that's kind of my thing.
You only failed by 1. So I think probably yes, what you managed to do is only half take the pin out and drop it.
Good job.
Rather than taking the pin out and dropping it at your feet.
At which point I changed my mind and go in spear first.
Right, so your action was attempting to throw a grenade.
So now it is initiative.
So now it is initiative action.
Join battle.
I've already played Opening Gambit.
You've already played opening gambit.
So you go first, and your speed is whatever they took to do that.
Yeah,
I rolled a 2 on my initiative.
fine. So I'm going to arbitrarily decide where that puts you because given that the two of them were deciding when the fight opened, it's kind of
I'm involved.
you're going to be a little bit later. But what's your DV?
My DV is currently at 7 because I get +1 from my shield.
Awesome.
Ah, 7. That's a lot of DV.
No, it doesn't take away. I'm counting the wrong numbers. I need to remember I'm playing Scion now. I'm playing 7s, not 6s. I was going into old school WOD mode and about like so 6, 6, 7, 7. So that's 4. 1 takes away. No wait, 1s don't take away. No wait, 6s aren't successes. A vine swings out. A thorny vine swings out in your direction, but you fairly easily sidestep it.
Cool.
And 1 comes in your direction as well.
Cool.
1, 2, 3. What's your DV?
5.
You just about sidestep it.
Woohoo!
So I thought 1 for Vostok. 2 for the terracotta thingies.
Vostok.
Hey, they're not bad guys.
Bluff.
Thingies.
And then, I don't know, there's a Dan and John.
Cool. Dan, I'll put you there. So,
Arbitrary.
so that pulls you round to there. He has spent his action, so I'll probably pull him round to there as he attempts to get the vines to attack you. What are you doing now?
Dan.
So obviously Herman's
didn't
mum is the key. The flashbang is currently on the floor with no pin in it.
No, the pin's half in it. If
Okay.
it gets kicked or knocked, or it might go off at some random point in this fight. Swiped by a vine, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so where?
There's a very real risk this flashbang
So
could go off with that point.
I'm guessing that Vostok and his terracottas are in between us and Herman's mum.
Yes.
Okay.
The terracotta warriors are a step closer to you. There is also...
I guess I'm guessing they've probably moved to protect Vostok.
Pretty much.
Okay.
There is also a between you and him. There is also a stretch of water running through this, which
So I'm not going to be able to set this place on fire
looks
either.
like it looks like a relatively calm stream. Given that vines don't normally attack people of their own will,
Yeah, I'm going to guess that I'm well out of my depth, and the only thing I'm going to now try and do is to distract Vostok long enough to.
Go kill him.
No, I tell you to get Herman's mum out of here, and I.
We're
lunge.
tied together.
No, that's cut now.
No, it's not. Until we say that is cut, and it's not cut.
cutting it, you're
We're tied together.
So you cut thoroughly together.
Dan.
You did not accidentally come apart.
Okay.
Come on.
So summon the wolves, and we'll move on with our lives.
Okay.
together.
Well, I go full Spartan and lockstep my shield in front of me, with spear on top with John like that, or John, Maria like that, and then I go in the pocket, get the stones out.
Yeah,
And
that's
two
my
wolves-
action.
Two wolves appear in front of us.
Okay.
Genius. Genius.
The problem is, what actually happens is a stone lands in front of you.
Oh, you have to know.
Take the spear. I pick the stones up
Right. So,
Be hit next.
and I re-drop them. And wolves appear.
okay, so I'm going to move you around because it's going to take you a moment for that to happen. Can we have two turns?
This is great. This is genius.
This is not your finest moment.
Oh no, it's pure gold.
See, what he doesn't realise, this is all luring
Oh, we're luring him into some sense of security.
He appears to be
He's
watching you with a general sense of
How did you get this far?
Oh, that's exactly what we want him to think.
what
Did we bring any of the leftover explosives down?
do.
No.
I don't know that you had many leftover.
No, actually, we put most of them on the door.
Yeah.
You really, really, really blew up his front door.
Keep going. We'll be
Quietly.
fine.
We'll be fine.
I've got a spear now.
Not quietly. Yes.
You gave Maria the spear?
Yeah, Maria's got the spear.
What could go wrong?
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
You got a spear and an Uzi.
I like to put it. I'm kind of holding him in the same hand.
Don't kill my mum.
You have a spear. I don't. Now I'm thinking like a 40k
Guardian spear.
melee weapon in one hand.
I wish, but my hand's tied to him.
Do you know what we're doing right now? You know the bit in Gladiator where
Yeah, it's
I'm the
exactly-
shield and you're the spear.
There being Uzis in Gladiator.
Alright, Uzi added to it.
That was the director's cut.
Gladiator with Uzis. Okay, so Vostok's kind of watching you in a... What are you even doing? Expression. He seems thoroughly
Perplexed.
And I just turned to Maria and I go,
amused than
one
amused.
moment, Vostok, we'll be right with you. We need to cut us, love. We need to cut it.
He seems more bemused than anything else. I was assuming you weren't tied so closely together that you can't move your arms.
No.
That would have really impaired your...
No, it was on a belt. wasn't it?
Yeah, we was on a
Like
belt.
this.
We had a...
So you could be holding
So
one,
about like a metre? Or?
But he can't hold the spear and throw the stone, so
Yes,
I'm currently
yeah.
holding the spear.
but you could be holding the spear.
I'm holding the
And
spear
in the
and
other.
I'm holding an Uzi.
Yes. You could try and one-hand the use.
Ho ho ho.
And we're working
These are
in...
generally one-handed anyway.
And we're working in perfect unison. Like a team.
I wish we had perfect partner. That's a skill in this.
That is a skill, but it's not a hero level skill.
No.
Right. Vines swing out at you some more.
Ah, no,
You
vines.
have to jump out the way.
You got a shield, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm knocking on my side of my shield.
Right.
My shield is my face.
Yeah. You're having to sort of move away. You're not managing to stay like completely next to one
No.
another.
You don't get it. We're working in perfect... I'm just blocking...
Oh, thanks.
No.
No, it's not going that well.
Also, that works well when you're facing where the attacks are coming from.
Ah, they're coming... Okay, yeah.
They're coming from all around.
Oh, they're
You're
whipping my
standing
bum.
amidst the... You're standing in the middle of an area of vines and thorny... whatever they are, and trees and stuff.
You're firing me, you see.
Obeying him.
I don't, but I'm willing to give it a go.
You're pretty sure that Herman's mum does not have fire immunity.
Okay.
Just going to put that out there.
It's fine, there's a
Please
string
make
there.
me a basic
Fire in the
dexterity roll to try and actually recover your dropped stone and turn it into a
Wolf.
wolf. You can add.
No.
What?
Reroll.
You are running out of legend.
I'm very quickly running out of legends. Not roll those three again, because that was...
That was a double bump.
Well, I mean, you're asking me to roll a straight dex. I mean, it's...
Oh, hello.
It's over there.
It's a 1, I'm afraid.
That's another bump.
So the stones are lost in the...
You get 2 hamsters.
I think he just falls over.
No,
They're under the ivy somewhere.
yeah, they're under the iris.
So you don't manage to pick up the stones. You manage to pick up the flashbang. Minus the pin.
I throw it towards the water.
Can you do that? I think it should explode in our hands.
I do think
I will lose my hand.
No, you know, you got an epic soak it. It's only a flashbang.
It's still an
In
explosive.
his hand.
Yeah.
Wits and
Nope.
It's fine. Just
Make a
you know,
note roll.
wits
walk it off.
Maybe add some
awareness
willpower.
roll.
Wits and...
No, you got endurance.
That's a virtue, yes. If it blows up in my hand, I will try to use it.
Yeah, I'm going to use endurance. So. Oh, I don't have endurance. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was
there.
better.
That was much better. 5 successes.
You drop it in the water. In a shit. That wasn't what I was trying to hold.
Not that one.
Nope.
The water is not too far away from you, so yes, you it's not a long flow.
But more of a...
This is where we find out that the spider lady was hiding in the water.
You just
Probably,
flash back
yeah.
into the spider lady. To be fair,
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it's not going well at the moment.
Whose turn is it?
there is a spectacular
Splash.
Bloom. That was vines, yeah.
yes. So the vines have attacked you. There is a spectacular explosion of water. And yes, the wolves do not appear. I'd kind of expected the wolves to appear.
So now it's Maria's turn.
So
Herman's mum.
yes, there is this massive
Is she
explosive
conscious?
water flare of light. She
No.
appears to be conscious.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
She's gonna wish she wasn't.
Everyone is going to need to make me stamina and fortitude rolls. It's just
Yay! I can do stamina and
flashbang
fortitude.
underwater is going to be
Kind of my thing.
Somewhat muted.
somewhat.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh Oh my god.
I'm apologising to everyone. What the fuck is going on with my dice tonight? Look at that. I have to re-roll again.
I've never said this during this entire campaign. 8 successes.
Oh, nice.
My one thing is stamina and fortitude, and I finally got to roll.
I got 3 successes with a reroll. I actually have decent stamina and fortitude as well.
Well, Maria.
Well, I'm well and truly out of this fight. I've got 2 legends
Don't worry.
left.
Stunt. If you stunt, you'll regain it.
I can't stunt. I'm strapped to someone.
No, you can't stand with that attitude.
What
Use
you
him
have
as
to
a
imagine,
weapon.
Dan, is
As a
whilst
weapon.
this fight happens, the immigrant song is playing. That will get you back in the
As
mood.
sung by a rubber chicken.
Yeah. The ice and snow.
Anyway, yes, you need to start stunting now. You really need to start stunting.
Well, it's time for Maria.
Use Maria as a weapon.
Yeah.
So you fail to pick up. That's which one's you? I'm going to say that one's you, and yellow is Maria. I don't know.
Maria. How do I spam with the Uzi? Is it +3 accuracy?
On the other side of Vostok is Herman's mum.
This is all we're going to say.
How do I
She is
spam
on
with
3
the
levels lethal and cannot be in soak lethal.
Or dodge.
Cool, but how do I spam with the Uzi? As I shout, brap, brap, brap.
We're sorry, Herman. We got there too late. Vostok could have already done the damage.
Why is there bullet holes in it?
He had a gun.
Vostok shot her before,
Herman might lose his legendary cool if he gets there to find his mum shot with an Uzi.
Such is life.
Or not live as the case might be.
I just want to find out how to spam with the Uzi. Leave me alone.
Yes. Yeah.
I believe
Okay,
in you.
I'll take an aim shot at Herman's mum's head.
I believe in you, John.
I just want to find out if I can find
I think auto fire. Here we go. Right.
I think it's +3, but I just want to double check.
No, it's not +3. It's +2.
+2.
So a long burst fires 10 or more bullets with a prolonged trigger pull. It adds 2 dice to the attack and can be part of multiple attack action. 2 attacks on 1 or 2 individuals.
Okay,
You can take 2 attack rolls against Vostok or an attack roll.
does that mean I roll the attack dice twice?
That means you roll the attack dice twice, but you subtract 2 from both the rolls, so that you either get 1 roll with +2 dice or 2 rolls at your standard.
Ooh, okay. I will get, I think, 2 rolls at my standard and shoot both the Terracotta Warriors.
Yes.
Shooting both at shooting 1 at each of the Terracotta Warriors.
Yes. Brap,
Okay.
brap, brap.
Brap.
The first one, 3 successes.
Okay.
And the second one,
Ooh.
more.
That's 6.
6 successes. That was a 9
Okay.
before it rolled.
Yeah.
They, fortunately, because you are aiming to hit the Terracotta Warriors rather than trying to get your shots past the Terracotta Warriors, and they are trying to get in between.
Nice.
They are trying to catch the bullets
Oh, excellent.
to avoid them hitting Vostok.
Yep.
The Warriors are you've probably avoided for the moment shooting Herman's mum.
Oh, I heard she's got it going on. So.
So
Did anything get through?
right.
What
so,
Herman's mum?
No, to the Terracotta Warriors.
to the Terracotta Warriors. So what was it? A 3 and a
3 and a 6.
3 and a 6. So what's the damage on an Uzi?
3 lethal.
So you're rolling 5 lethal and you're rolling 8 lethal.
So the first one, 5 lethal. 1, 2, so 3 lethal on the first one. And
Okay.
the second one. Only 2, I'm afraid, on the second one.
Yeah, okay. That appears to be you're fine. There were bullets. There's bullets slamming into supernaturally tough.
That's fair enough.
If you were shooting flower pots, I'm sure they would be in pieces. You are apparently not shooting flower pots. These are able to shrug off.
I still shout, yeah, get some, as I'm doing it.
And we still name them Bill and Ben.
Okay, speed of an Uzi is 5, is what I'll call it.
Okay, thank you. So, 3, 5. Shoot there.
Dun,
So we come round again to Vostok and the
Ever-failing Edward Percival.
Welcome to the land of the ice and snow and the
Persistent.
stunt.
So what you do is do a flip.
While I'm strapped to you.
Well, that would make it more impressive.
Make it more entertaining.
I feel like my bad luck from dice at the weekend is continuing into my dice now. So.
Fine, do a handstand onto
I
pebbles and then flip back
am
up.
cutting
and
myself
launch your
loose.
wand.
Oh, you fool.
Cut myself loose. And that's probably going to be my action. Because I don't imagine I could do much more
Pretty
than
much
cut.
go
Plus,
to
I'm
your
still holding your spear.
Yeah, and I take my spear back as part of that action.
Oh,
action.
okay.
Take your spear back.
I'm joking.
Let's go now. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Cut
Maria runs off.
Can you do anything else?
Maria shouting yoink and legging.
I'll make that a short. I'm going to make that a short.
Thank
That
you.
makes sense.
Short
Alright.
action.
So then,
So then, Vostok is
Still laughing at us?
Probably.
staring at you somewhat in confusion. You do realise you're far more likely to hurt her than me or my guardians.
Say my guardians and I.
My guardians and I.
Correct his grammar, that'll wound him.
My guardians.
oh, cutting words. I once saw a bard take out a dragon with cutting words in D&D. So
That's because it actually causes physical
yeah.
Good old Kev.
Who are you attacking? Whom are you attacking?
Your TV was higher than 5.
Seven.
Here's his 7.
Good. That one came close to taking a gouge out of you. You really, yeah. It comes out. It's not. This one is not coming from in front. You are having to
Oh, I'll turn down.
turn around and deflect a vine twice. Just swing round and slide your legs out from underneath you. These things have wicked-looking thorns on them.
Nice.
I've also got wicked-looking thorns on me.
Not yet. You don't. What's your DV?
5.
Awesome. That one connects.
Bring it on, motherfucker. My one thing is soaking damage and rolling stamina and fortitude. It's
Well-
one thing.
Well,
I'll find out how good that is in a minute.
so let's see.
28 lethal.
I mean, he has just rolled quite well by the looks of things.
What's your lethal soak?
6 at the moment.
Damn, just on.
He literally rolled 6.
I got 6. So
Oh, that was a sting.
that catches you and gouges a line in your armour, but doesn't manage to break through.
Might have scratched your jacket.
Oh well, if your armour's over the top, then no.
Yeah, the armour was over the top of the jacket.
But yeah, it's gouged down the armour.
No, we took off the t-shirt to wrap around
Yeah.
the thing.
I'm assuming you haven't come this far without your armour.
No.
No, we just took off the t-shirt to wrap around the thing earlier.
Because we tried to set fire to it to use it as a torch.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that happened.
That was the thing that
It worked. We had a flame torch.
We did.
You mock us.
You mock us, but now it is the Maria's turn.
it is now the Maria's
Welcome to
turn.
the land of the ice and snow. Meet my friend Mr. Uzi.
Are you doing one shot?
No, I'll do the same thing at both Terrified Warriors.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
Oh, tasty shot. So the first shot is 6 successes. And the second shot... only 3, so exactly the same as last time. So 5 lethal and 8 lethal.
8 lethal and 5 lethal rather than 5 lethal and 8 lethal.
So 5
it.
lethal first does 4 lethal.
Yep.
And 8 does... Again, slightly less.
No,
no,
4.
no. It's not that bad. 4 lethal.
4 lethal is not enough to get through their soak.
Oh, man. I'm just shooting for the lols.
You are shooting for the lols. Right. You are now free of. You are now cut free of Maria.
Go, run, be
Damn
free.
it, stunt.
Do a flip.
No, I need to find my stones first.
Okay, perception and awareness.
Is that a euphemism?
So, what roll do you need me to do for my...
Perception awareness to see how high, how much you're going to need to search for reasonably well on this, and you'll be able to just go, yeah. But
I don't want to play this game
There's a
anymore.
9. There's a 9.
There is one night.
Two successes.
2 successes. That's probably
see
gonna be enough
one
that you
stone?
know where they. It is 1 stone.
It's 2 stones.
Oh, is it 2 stones?
There's 1 for each doggy.
Ah, I thought it was 1 thing. But okay,
No,
fine.
it's 2 stones, 1 for each doggy.
Get them.
Yeah, but yeah, you can see one of them, and you think the other one went in the same direction. So probably from there.
That's your action. Picking up the stones.
Have I picked them up?
You can pick up the stone. Are you just pick? I'm waiting for you to do some kind of stunt.
I can't. I need my doggies first.
Okay, so you pick up the stone.
I picked up my stones. That's my
Pick
action.
up the stones.
Spot
and,
them,
do you want to
pounce
pick up
on
the
them,
stones and
combat
activate the doggies?
roll.
Yes.
You pick up the stones and activate the doggies.
No, but what I do is I throw them over Vostok's head to be next to Herman's mum to protect her.
Ah, so you do a cricket bowl.
Yes. Do you know what, actually? Yes, I do. I'm an Englishman. I round up, launch it over the top of Vostok and his team, and the wolves appear beyond.
Stones.
See, that's what I'd have gone for.
You guys taken out by the not by the wolves, by the stones. The wolves are about to turn.
So we summon some wolves.
The idea is the wolves are going to basically form sort of a defensive line.
Okay, make me a dex and phone. Try and put them away.
I believe this time.
You've got loads of...
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
I do.
Okay, good.
Well done. 3 successes.
Just don't forget you got all
5.
this.
I've got
no,
loyalty
you
and
can't- you
endurance. I
can't
don't
have
think either of those would really
Oh,
come
okay.
into the others. Yeah, but they're all low otherwise.
Loyalty, trying to protect her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So yes, no, you managed to place the stones sort of either side of sort of at the base of the tree, either side, and boom, 2 massive great wolves appear.
Yes, boys. Now it's on.
It is on.
Shout now for wrath, now for ruin.
No, now I'd go properly now. Just
Okay, I'll stand behind you. You heroically go
With the
for it.
Uzi.
I've got an Uzi.
excellent. I'm ready now.
Okay,
do
yes,
this.
you are. Right, so his action as a couple of wolves appear on what was supposed to be the safe side of the
line.
the safe side of the line.
So he just goes, and they're gone.
Oh, that would be sad.
That would be sad. I would cry.
Funny you should say that.
No, he is actually going to go.
Vine whip. Vostok used Vine whip.
Vostok, yes, he is going to. So, what are the wolves? What's the
5.
5.
Oh, same as me.
One of them jumps aside as a vine goes for it.
My doggies got this. I believe in them
The other one,
more than I believe in myself.
4, just about gets caught. So what's their lethal?
6.
Nice. Going to be enough. So it's been. The vine's caught in the fur. It's slightly tangled, but it's not. It's not damaged. It's not a very good grip. As Vostok says, blood of Fenris, and goes to stab one of your
Doggies.
dogs.
Surely he was further away. Oh my god, my dogs. My
He was
dogs.
standing very close to the tree.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he'd moved close towards us.
No, not really. He mostly just turned around. So.
Oh, bye bye doggies.
No, it's not necessarily bye-bye doggies.
It might be bye bye doggies.
Well, let's see what he rolls.
Might be the bad doggy.
He could roll all fails, and he fumbles.
He could fumble and drop his knife. That is a thing.
coconuts, mate.
Right, his attack roll is not going to be his finest, so. But it's still going to be at least that. So we'll call it that.
Fumble.
1, 2.
Oh no, he did it. I saw a 1 and got really excited.
That. So that is strength. It's going to be.
I can't watch.
Damn, it's fine.
Spectacular. So it's that. Plus 1 for the knife. Plus that.
I'm totally nicking that knife. Ooh.
Try and nick that knife. 1, 2, 3, 4. You said they had a soak of 6?
Yep.
Just on the dot. 6. It manages to take that.
There you go.
I'm feeling now threatened for Haral and Gary.
That knife would probably be doing a bit more.
It's alright, you distracted him.
So, yes. Yes. You are not getting attacked with vine webs.
However, it's now brapping time. Brapping on heaven's door.
Shoot him in the back.
I will concentrate fire on one terracotta warrior.
There's terracotta warriors in between him and...
Without
6 again. 6 to hit.
Without wanting to in any way reduce the chance of my mum getting shot, how many rounds do these Uzis have?
Approximately 30.
30.
So approximately he's just hit the end of his clip. Yes.
Didn't realise I was firing. I thought I was only firing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots.
No,
The
it's
description of your full of the
So,
long burst is 10 or more rounds.
That was 2 zeros and so 6 successes again to hit him.
so 8.
So were you just doing one attack with?
Yeah, I was concentrating fire this time.
Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I believe, John.
I believe that the Lord God created the universe. No.
No.
Only 2 successes. Just not rolling the damage. I'm rolling to hit, but not to damage it.
Okay.
John, coconuts.
Is there a thing that lets you add your successes to your damage? Or is that something else?
Yeah, that's
Epics.
melee
Not-
you get to,
not-
but
So anything that you're
Yeah.
powering with your own muscles, you can add epic strength.
Okay.
In the previous game had a fan-made neck that allow you to add perception to gun damage.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't really introduced that
Cool.
here, and no one's got it. So in front of you, so behind you, there is a lot of gunfire. In fact, there is a lot of gunfire followed by click, 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 click. Or possibly, I don't know how Uzis actually sound when they're out of ammo, but
Probably.
probably 1 or 2 clicks because then it runs out of momentum. But anyway, yes, apparently she's just ran out of ammo. In between you and so there's this stream. There are 2 terracotta warriors. There is Vostok, who has just tried to knife one of your wolves.
I'm not happy about this.
Don't know which one.
Give him a slap.
You know which one.
It's Haral.
Hurrah. Yeah, just tried to knife.
I don't imagine Haral looks very happy about this either.
No. And your wolves are flanking Herman's mother in the tree.
Okay, so Herman's mum, is she actually enveloped into the tree, or is she just being bound by something?
She's enveloped into the tree.
Damn it. I was going to get one of my wolves to try and break it by the binds and get her out, but that's not going to happen. Okay then I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Right, so...
What are your wolves doing and what are you doing?
Plant a flag.
yeah. For Queen and Country.
No flag, no country. Ours. Now you must leave.
So I break my heroic stance and I start moving across. I'm assuming the stream's ahead of me.
Yep.
How wide is the stream?
About 2 feet.
So I can easily clear it with a jump.
Should
Okay.
be able to.
I'm a large bloke.
Whole vault
Make
with
a
his
roll.
spear.
Make a roll to jump over the string.
Okay.
Whole vault with his spear.
I'm assuming death and athletics. Okay, that's good. 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. You go to jump over this 2-foot stream and discover that somehow in the journey over the 2-foot stream it drains your distance like it's rather more than a 2-foot stream. You land, your arms hit the ground on the other side, your body disappears into a stream that looked like it was about that deep. It is ice cold and running and trying to drag you away.
Flick the spear, stab it in the ground, and then pull myself out.
Okay, so what are the wolves doing?
Probably a sharp intake.
What
Vostok.
I imagine both of them are now leaping.
Leaping at Vostok.
Yeah.
Okay, make the attack rolls.
I believe in you, Dan.
Haral goes first because he's pretty peeved. Oh! Haral is pretty peeved off, I'm not going to lie.
That's a tasty roll.
Yeah, so that is 1, 2,
8
3, 4,
sausages.
5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
8 successes to hit.
This is where he's like, I've got 8 dodge. It's fine.
21 DV.
He would have fairly high dodge roll, so 4 plus. It's half your legend, isn't it? Which is going to be at least that. So I really should have worked out these numbers beforehand. I'm going to write some stuff down.
Just say 8.
It's unfortunately probably going to be more than 8.
Well, 8 is what mine is.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he isn't a.
Something tells me we ain't winning this fight if he's a dodger.
No, because I only have 6 dice to roll to hit him.
I mean, he's
Although, what did we just say about physical attacks?
What did we just
Because
say?
that was a physical attack.
yeah, but my wolves don't have any epic decks.
What did we just say about coconuts?
Coconuts are actually Vostok's weakness.
I can now imagine the 2 wolves throwing coconuts at Vostok. I'm sure that would help.
They could fit one in their mouth. They could totally fling it at him.
I feel like my dogs are going to die.
Nah, they'll just tank it.
I believe in you.
I believe in the puppies.
Just spend 8 willpower. Every time you hit him, spend 8 willpower.
Don't think that's quite how it works. Okay, so
We could just start hurling random things at him until we find his allergy.
Perfect attack. He's coming in, and Vostok just sort of slides out the way of it.
Oh.
Yeah, excellent.
Next one.
Gary's going to go next.
So your difficulty is
Up
8.
though, doesn't it?
There are penalties
No.
that start to apply as enough people attack. There's also such a thing as coordinated assault.
But we don't have that.
We don't have that.
It's not a knack.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Well,
It is a thing that you can do.
Gary tried to attack and only got 3 successes, so...
I ain't gonna do it. He kind of just sidesteps that.
Knocking down heaven's door.
I think.
Good luck, Dan. I believe in you.
Well, I'm currently pulling myself out of a lake that was only 2 feet wide a minute ago, so...
Yeah.
I'm
So
losing.
somehow Edward appears to have fallen into the stream that was about 3 inches deep and has disappeared up to his shoulders.
I believe in you.
And looks like he's really struggling.
Don't
to
worry,
avoid
Dan.
being
If
swept
push comes to
away.
shove, I can see ghosts, so if you die, I can communicate with you.
That's
Helping.
really reassuring.
I'm just trying to save Herman's mum.
Ah, we should have fucked off.
I think we should have left as well. No, I promised Herman, I gave him my word. He helped,
You did.
he helped me find my
You did
sister,
give
so...
me away. But don't worry, if push comes to shove, I can increase the lifespan of the plants in this area. Don't worry. Don't worry, Dan.
Is this... Alright.
Oh god, that's a lot of reading.
That is a chunk of reading, but essentially
Coordinated assault.
it gives some. It's. You're probably going to need it.
Yeah, there's only one problem with that, isn't there?
Oh dear. What's the problem?
Yeah, I didn't take charisma.
Oh. The player.
Or command.
Oh no.
No. No.
He's success.
Oh, isn't this all?
That was a
Isn't this awkward? The soldier does not have. charisma.
I'm not a soldier, I'm a surgeon. I'm a doctor, goddammit.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor.
Fine, sure. Anyway, you
Slowly pull myself out of a lake, freezing cold.
You're trying to pull yourself out of the lake.
I've got 2 epic strength.
Yeah.
alright. You just have to survive until Roger arrives and then he can
You can just throw loads of dice and...
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coconuts at it.
We can stand there. I've got craft recreational things, so there's loads of vines around.
Make a nice
DV
weaving.
of your dogs was
DV of my dogs was 5.
5, so that's a vine connecting. No, not getting through. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's another line connecting. But not yet getting through their thick hide. Vostok is glancing around at you and starting to look a little bit perturbed by the this is getting irritating.
I'll make it
taking
more
too long.
irritating in a minute. I'm not.
This is right. So he's
Edward's trying with a bit of bravado.
Make really irritating noises at him.
Is this annoying?
I'm a duck, I'm in the water.
If you got any peanuts on you, you might have an allergy.
Peanuts, my one weakness. I saw lots of ones there.
He successfully stabs the dog.
The dog explodes.
Just.
With rage.
Just explodes.
He does not successfully injure the dog. Because
The dogs
that
are
was
tanking.
shit roll.
Yes.
That was a really shit roll. I mean, seriously, the lowest he can get on that. If he gets anything, he gets 5. He got 5.
Cool. Whom's turn is it?
Okay, so he is trying to stab up some stuff. One of the terracotta warriors actually will also take an action to go in and try and clobber one of your dogs.
A doggy.
They're there to protect your mum. Just remember this.
Well, we would if we were there.
So no,
I'm
what's
still waiting for
actually
this rock to come out of the sky in London Vostok.
So
We all
one
fall
of
down the hole, just land in a heap. We're like, oh, hi guys.
No, just as Edward crawls out. Rock.
What's happening?
steps around Vostok to where one of the pulls an arm back in a big punch and freezes in place.
Oh, exciting.
The other one appears to have stopped moving as well.
Awkward.
Okay.
Whom's turn is it?
Have I managed to pull myself out of the water yet?
Right, it is now your turn.
Oh,
You have an empty Uzi.
I will reload these. I will then activate Coordinated Assault and hope I get 3 successes. I did not. So I do nothing.
Attempt to...
I shout, yeah, go team! And nothing happens.
You guys do the thing with the thing and the... And
It's only... Oh yeah, it's speed 5.
Yep.
So I reload the Uzi, then shout, go team.
you try and encourage some people to do some things and no one really listens to you.
I had to give it a go.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. I'm currently pulling myself out of the water, so...
Right. You need a strength and athletics roll. Pull yourself out
On
of
the
this
other
raging
hand, as it stands, you've gone go team, and the 2 terracotta warriors have stopped moving.
I got 4 successes.
We've just established that the 2 of us would be really good at coordinated assault.
Awesome. Hopefully you'll get hit.
This is often the problem with breaking up the group, and that
Hey,
looks like a very good
we're
roll.
doing alright.
Yeah, so you lose your grip on your spear and are dragged under the water and down through this.
Good luck. See you later.
Someone appeared through a waterfall.
You It's alright, you'll be fine.
Thing.
I've got this, don't worry.
Please make me. What's your stamina and fortitude? Total.
6.
And you've got epic stamina as well, then.
Yeah, got epic
you're not
stamina.
going to worry about.
Running out of breath.
You
Oh no, that'll take ages.
For a while. You can hold your breath for
Bye.
minutes
Is your spear still here?
without the epics, and then like times 4.
Yes, my
Yeah.
spear is still here.
Awesome. So
However, without my touch... No, I'm joking.
Oh, really?
No,
Oh.
no. You were holding it a little while ago.
I was.
So
Hope
yes,
it's not like the Judge Dredd ones.
please, please make me a perception awareness roll
What, as I'm being dragged through water?
as you're being dragged through underwater.
You still got doggies.
Sharp on your rocks at the bottom, most likely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
6 successes. Yes, you notice ahead of you a glint of metal as you're getting swept along. And you spot a copper, a corroded copper. So it's there is there's this glint of copper, but and a good chunk of its surface is that green of the copper oxide.
Yeah,
Some-
it's
some
copper rust,
actually
essentially.
copper metal.
Verdigris.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, you see this. It appears to be a statue of a horse lying in this raging torrent of a. How the hell is this?
It's just sitting there.
How did that get there?
It's lying there at the bottom of the.
How far am I heading towards it at quite a pace?
You're getting swept towards it.
I've still got my shield, so I'm gonna. I guess the ground is fairly loose. It's like a riverbed.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try and drag the shield into it, just create some friction to slow myself down.
Okay.
Go.
And then, as obviously, hopefully, I've started to slow down at least to a pace where I can at least have a chance to control my other arm. I'm going to grab the statue.
You're going to try and grab the statue.
How big is it?
Okay. Have a point of legend for finally stunting properly. And make a dexterity and athletics roll as you are trying to control your tumble through this raging torrent. It is approximately... Yeah, go.
That's about the same size as Joe.
It is approximately the same size as Joe.
5 successes.
Joe can have a mount.
Yeah, I was going to say, could Joe ride the horse? They'll have to form
Possibly.
square if we've got cavalry.
Possibly. I hadn't thought about that. I need to consider that one further. Because that's just hilarious. Anyway, yes, you manage to grab this thing as you're going past. And it's you grab it pretty much as the shield then comes away, and you find yourself still tumbling along down this raging torrent of a
Stream.
I have
idyllic small stream.
I have some basic survival skills. I'm trying to use the shield to protect me in case I hit any rocks or anything like that. I'm trying to protect my
Okay,
head.
make me a legend roll.
Okay, this is not going to go.
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah, I fumbled.
You hit a rock.
No, that's not what I'm rolling for.
Bonk.
Okay. But yeah, you're
I'm flowing down the stream, and my dogs will redirect their attacks. They will now try to move away from stabby man because they've obviously realised that they can't hurt him, and they're intelligent beings, and they're being stabbed.
that
So they're going to move and attack the one that was closest to him that froze, and they're both going to go and jump at him.
go after the terracotta warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Ooh, sharp feelings.
Go on, boys, have some.
Attack that immobile
Yeah.
object like a hero.
5 successes. He's immobile, so you know he's.
Yeah. So
DB is
that's
probably
just
0.
straight. His DB is the same as I was applying to the gunfire, which is zip.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 5.
So congratulations, you didn't botch.
Many dice.
Plus 1. So the first doggy rolls terribly on his damage.
There's an 8.
Can he use a legend to reroll?
I think that's it. Oh no, 10.
Oh, you can, yeah, you can. You had 2 legend remaining. Now
And the
1.
dog's stunned.
Yeah.
Yes.
What by like rolling over?
Rub my belly.
Lay down.
No. 2 successes, 3 successes.
Nothing.
Okay, and
Or
then
epic strength.
yeah, that was 3 successes with epic
No,
strength.
there's 3 there. It was a 7, an 8, and a 9.
It was 4. It wasn't enough.
No, clearly, yeah. The second dog will, as the first dog kind of bites at the leg, will run, jump on the back, leap off the back of the other dog, almost like a coordinated assault,
Oh.
and stunt his way into trying to bite the terracotta's face instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a 1 die stunt for that.
Yeah.
So that gives you 1 die on the roll and a legend back.
Yeah. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and then melee's 4, and then they hit so much better than I do. Oh my blooming. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I just saw loads of 1s there, and then didn't see these here. He got 6 successes.
Successes, so
Nice.
Oh, 7 successes. Lovely.
nice. Carry on.
Okay. All right, I thought I'd rolled loads of 1s there.
Plus like 5. Plus.
Yeah. Plus 5, plus 1.
Many dice.
Come on,
Yeah.
doggy. You can do this.
And then also success on top of whatever this comes out.
Still not a lot.
2, 3, 4, 5,
5. Look what those dice I'm rolling.
6. Because of the epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think your dice needed talking to.
Oh, you should have seen my dice at the weekend. They were
Okay, so your dogs crash into this terracotta warrior and knock it onto the ground because
Nice.
They're large dogs, and he's
they're large dogs, and it's now just an immobile statue getting savaged by getting jumped on by large dogs.
Oh, you're actually proper like wolves.
they're big.
Yeah,
They're like
Fenris
think
wolves.
dire
Dogs.
wolves.
They are very
Oh, okay.
small Fenris wolves,
Yeah.
Okay.
which means they're fucking huge.
I rode one into battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their attack's back.
Yeah,
I assume I do no damage though, because it's a terracotta thing.
because
It's-
this is a terracotta warrior
Yeah.
thing. Right. You guys. Are you jumping down a hole?
Dun dun dun! I don't
Beneath
know,
you,
I
you
probably
can
fell
see-
down a hole because, you know,
What's down the hole?
momentum.
Beneath you can see a wooded thing and some movement and snarling and something just fell over. And if you're taking time to... Basically, how long are you taking to draw...
Well, you take a few seconds to establish what's down there before just going, jump.
Fine. Yeah.
Is it well lit? Am I able to see?
Yeah, we're trying to establish
It
what's there.
is reasonably lit, actually, yes. It's not light.
Lisa jumps.
I failed my dex check and fall.
Lisa falls down
Because I
the
saw
hole.
the hammer and I whoop.
Falls down the hole head first, pirouettes at the last moment and lands on her feet.
Why? Still holding the hammer?
Still
I'm
holding
gonna
the
let go
hammer.
of it.
Like, you know, she's heading sort of head first and then just kind of whoop.
So are there like trees and stuff down there?
Yeah.
And Elisa.
All right.
And Lisa.
So are any of the
Maria.
branches exposed that you can kind of grab them on the way down?
Probably.
Don't need to do anything at this point, do I?
Right. So
No, just join Hammer to
I'm gonna start harvesting leaves.
I'm just going to look at Herman, shrug, leap down the hole,
What I
aiming
might
for
do
one of
is
the
'cause
branches.
I'm on the opposite
try
side
and
of
grab
it
that
now,
and
is
gymnastics swing down so I
Just
can.
throw a firebomb in the
Awesome.
middle of them and just
That's pretty cool
watch
stuff.
them.
And then just before you get to the ground, you stop anyway because it was physics. Definitely weird physics. Yep.
No, he has to actually do this properly. He doesn't get the I am the offspring of a god of sky.
So I'm guessing Dex Athletics.
Yes.
Do I get anything for the stunt?
Yes. You'll get 2 dice for the stunt because you're actually using the surroundings of it. That's kind of cool. Which means you can recover 2 points of legend if you spend some.
Sweet. 7, 9. 9 successes. And I do get some legend.
I am going to need another session for epilogue. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get through it.
Cool. Yeah, 9.
9 successes. Yes, yeah. It's not quite as impossible looking as what Lisa just pulled. But it don't
I was going
half
for
look
cool
good.
looking.
But it don't half look good. Lisa has looked more like
Like a magnet.
I'm aiming to land next to Lisa.
suddenly she's the right way up and on her feet and landed fine. Because
Yeah, and I'm just going to kind of land next to her.
you land next to her perfectly. What do you do?
I'm gonna shrug and jump down. I'm going for a superhero landing.
How high is it?
It's probably about 30 feet or so. So you're going to need to make a Dex Athletics roll.
Not horrendous.
It's not horrendous, but high enough that your boon kicked in.
Nice.
Oh. 5.
Still pretty
Cool.
solid.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you will land.
Really
looking
hard
at-
on the knees.
Your mother is half in a tree with a couple of wolves. Someone you presume to be Vostok is standing next to her with a bloody knife. She is bleeding.
Okay.
Herman activates.
Hulk mode.
Finish rage!
You won't like it.
There were a pair of wolves on either side of her.
There's no sign of Edward.
There were a couple of terracotta statues, like terracotta warrior style statues. One is lying on the floor with a couple of wolves on him. Yeah, the 2 wolves are near her. Yes, they've moved a bit. And there is Maria reloading an Uzi. And
Yeah.
the spear
in the riverbank.
is stuck on the far side of the bank of a narrow stream. Narrow, tranquil, idyllic stream.
So which side of the stream are we on?
You're on the same side as Maria.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's the wrong side.
They don't know that yet. Until they try
Or
to
the
jump
right
over it.
side, from a certain point of view.
Sure, fine. You guys, make me join battle rolls.
Remind me what?
Wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness.
Wita and awareness.
Which one are you?
Purple one.
I got 3
2.
Which one are you?
red.
The blood of angry men. Wow.
Okay. Vostok's turn. As he takes in the fact that he's just been joined by a few people and his 2 guardians have stopped moving.
Is it too late to say surprise, cockbag?
Probably yes. Suppose it was too much to hope you get buried. And he is going to... Right. The wolves are proving
Troublesome.
difficult stab.
You keep moving.
To be fair, what he's likely to do at this stage is revert to what he really knows best.
TV programs.
Hiding behind a TV screen.
Hiding behind
Game shows.
You're not entirely...
Reality sitcoms.
Let's rotate the
It
board.
goes really, really dark. As he
Oh, again!
turns round. Fine. And just sort of gestures with his... Actually, that was the one holding the knife, so his free hand, like he's grasping and pulling at something, and the area is plunged into darkness. You can see.
Cool.
Is it like dark, or is it like spooky dark?
Like
Unless
night.
you have night eyes, you can't see anything.
It's alright, you were
Kind of
holding a
spooky
torch
dark.
anyway.
Well, yeah, but if it's
kind of
dark,
spooky dark.
it doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it's like, yeah.
Fortunately, that's one of the things he doesn't need the lantern to do.
I don't know what hitting the lantern did then.
Explode something.
Yeah.
It exploded something and let you in.
No, yes.
I think you broke the lock.
Yes.
Right. So he's doing that. His Terracotta Warriors are not doing very much. I'll just take them off. Red.
Can the dog see in the dark? Actually, I'd have no idea.
Right. So you can see Vostok.
Go on then, Roger, kill it.
He throws a coconut.
That's the best thing to do.
Really
Go on. Go on, throw the coconut.
I feel like you should, just because it'd be.
I feel like you should.
Well, I have no idea how I can turn the darkness off, so I'm gonna
Throw the coconut.
while pretending to not know where I am, gun out, and then as quickly as I can go.
Cool. Yeah. Have a point of stunt for your attempts to catch him off guard with your manifesting gun.
Oh no, I don't know anything. Bang.
Yep.
6, 7, 8.
No.
Unfortunately.
Can I use willpower before you tell me?
Well, no, you already knew it was 8.
Oh, okay.
You can re-roll with a point of legend.
Yeah, why not?
The target is 8.
Target is higher than 8.
The target is 25.
9.
Yep.
Better, but yeah,
I'm the only one that can see, otherwise I would have tried coordinated assault.
you raise the gun and fire, and he does almost seem startled. He has to sort of pull away from it as the shot goes just past where his head was. But unfortunately, he can move. Yeah, that was a. Anything mortal would have been a dead center headshot. He is moving faster than that.
Well, balls.
What's the speed of it?
Speed is 6.
Yeah. You fire. It's yeah. So we're on to Maria, Lisa, and Herman. It's dark.
Where, I'm still presumably reasonably close to
Yes.
Ricky. Can I see Ricky? Is he close enough?
You can't really see much of anything.
Okay. Can I remember where he was
But
relative to me before I went
you
dark?
did just hear a loud gunshot next to your head.
Okay. Where were you stashing that scroll?
It just would have been on like a side pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Can I yoink?
Ricky's...
That's not the scroll!
I was going to say, Ricky suddenly starts feeling his hands come round.
Make an X and athletics roll to try and do that quickly, because you're fumbling around someone else's pockets in the dark. It's going to be just...
I didn't say stop.
No. Dixon larceny.
Oh, great.
Let's face it, athletics is not the right
Well, I
skill.
don't know. Herman's been quite close to Ricky for the last like half an hour or so, so maybe he knows where his pockets are.
No, you're struggling to find. You found Wiki. Yeah, Herman's touching you up. Well, you assume it's Herman.
My.
By the gentle caress of his hand, you know it's Herman.
Okay, which one were you?
He was green.
It was green. Okay. No. Okay. Lisa.
I just got here. I'm about to do a thing. It's dark and I can't see anything. I don't know where anyone is. I don't know what's going on. There's some stuff over there.
Yep.
Yeah,
That could be a thing.
hit the hammer.
Just have a rage. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, dear.
Calm down, my dice need to fill up.
Remember, you can shout "Stop Hammer Time." That song was released.
Hey.
Well, do you know what?
Yes,
I also
it really
have Holy Rampage, so...
Are you going to try and wake the floor?
Yes.
Well, that would really mess up his plan, right?
It would
Yes.
mess up where we're all standing.
It would mess up something.
Well, I was thinking more where it was doing like a shockwavey thing, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do that, and then that will knock everyone, except Ricky, off their guard. I don't know. But no one knows where anything is right now, and the only person who does is going to be him, because he just made it dark. So, he can probably see us anyway, so if I can make everyone duck, which is totally what I'm going for.
Yeah, sure. You slam the hammer into the ground.
For the record, I don't think that Holy Rampage is actually relevant in this, because it's for breaking things.
Probably not.
Play the floor.
It wasn't really where I was going with it. I was more going for a shockwave type.
Big shockwave, which
Yeah.
is epic strength kind of stuff.
Okay, I will roll some strength. And
But yeah, it's
something.
Roll strength +5.
Okay.
There is one thing this hammer is good at. It is causing shock.
That was terrible.
There is one thing.
That was.
That was my dice kind of thing, yeah.
There's one thing.
Well, I got
thing.
3 twos,
It's one thing this hammer
so I
should
got
be good
I
at.
got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. A shockwave goes out. No one really is going to be particularly thrown off their guard.
It's fine. It's just Lisa having a sulk.
However, what you do get is a sense of.
Echo sounding.
You've apparently
No,
just
Daredevil.
just discovered that this hammer can do echo sound.
That's helpful.
As this shockwave rolls out, it's not full echo sounding, but as the shockwave rolls out, you
You kind of
have
get a
that-
sense of
where
where.
that sense of that.
Cool.
Sort
Okay,
And does
that's
that
better
apply
than I
to
had.
everyone
I'm
or just
fine
the
with that.
hammer?
of, just the hammer wielder.
I'm fine with this.
But that does mean that yes, you can. You do now know a bit more. But you're pretty sure that stream wasn't that wide when you could see it.
Huh. I don't know, I only rolled 2 on my perception, I might not have noticed. Lisa's good
There was
at that.
apparently there's
There
a
was
ditch
some
there.
water, yeah.
Apparently there's a hole there. Okay, fine.
As Herman's touching me up, can I tell him,
Yeah.
like, lower or whatever, to direct him to the relevant
What are you
pocket
doing?
to clarify?
I'll get out my little Zippo lighter and be like, oh, what's going on?
It's not providing much illumination.
Oh, I'll see if I can find out where I am then.
There is a loud shock when there's a gunshot and a loud shock.
I'm assuming
the others
things are
arrived.
happening. I'll see if I can find the edge of the water.
Okay, you can make your way to the edge of the water. You and your wolves.
You're in the water.
I'm in the water. I'm rolling.
What are you going to try? Are you going to try and do something about being in the water?
I mean, how strong's the stream right now? Like, is it like?
It is pretty strong.
Is it swimmable? I'm guessing it's really strong because it dragged me in when I was like.
Yes, it is pretty
trying to pull
strong.
myself
Fighting your way to the surface is going to be a fight. Strength and athletics.
Well, that's kind of all I've got. So
Do you want to stunt it?
what I'm gonna do?
Do a flip.
Oh no, go full dolphin. Use the momentum to catapult you out.
Why would you steal my moment? So what I'm gonna
Are you
do
dolphining?
is I'm gonna try and catch my bearings and force myself down to the bottom, and then as I get to the bottom, push off the bottom with all my strength up, just
Okay.
aiming to get out and just land on something on the side. Every
Okay.
bit of ounce of strength I've got, and I am going to activate my virtue of endurance with that as well.
That sounds like a good thing.
So,
Okay.
Roll some
Yes.
dice.
I will give you a 2-dice stunt. That recovers some legend. Well done. You have 2 more points of legend to spend as this stuff kicks off.
Right. And then I'm going to spend a willpower to
spend a
activate
willpower.
endurance. So that
You-
gets me there. And then
Push your way up as hard as you can.
strength plus athletics, yeah?
You hope you're aiming upwards because it's all gone.
It's all gone thing, but I'm thinking up is not where the ground is, and I've pushed myself to the ground, so come on, give me something.
There's a few zeros and a few 9s.
And an 8.
That's good. This looks good. This looks promising.
And then plus 2 epics. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Nice. You
Do a flip.
I kind of like the idea of that. If I do it well enough, I'm gonna come out of the water, flip, land on the side, back near to where my spear was. But it depends how far downstream I've got.
guessing you'd probably been.
Yeah, but
know-
everything's relative, isn't it?
You leap your way, you leap out of the water. Make a legend roll.
You got the horsey.
I was just gonna say I've still got the horse.
You're still holding the horsey.
Nah.
No. Okay. You land. You can't tell where you land. It's dark.
On the floor.
On the floor, but you're dry. Well, you're not dry, but the floor's
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. That's me jumped out of the water then.
Hooray!
Yay!
Not drowning.
Can I tell what side of the shore I'm on at least?
From the snarling of the wolves, you reckon you're on the far side from where the wolves are.
Okay.
Jump again.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was obviously jumping out of the water was my action, so now it's the wolves.
Yeah.
They're the only ones who can kill you.
Well, they can't see Vostok. Well, dogs don't see in the dark. They could probably smell him though.
Heightened senses.
Well, the things
they've
that they
got
were
max-wise.
just fighting.
They haven't got any knacks.
Yeah, they do.
Oh wow.
What do they have?
Holy Bound, damage conversion, and predatory focus.
Oh, I forgot I gave them damage conversion.
What's predatory focus?
I
Yeah.
have no idea. I didn't even know they had knacks.
It allows you
your
to
Ariadne's thread.
track your prey.
Basically that, but with perception rather than magic.
Ah.
Oh, so tracking.
Tracking, yes. They could probably use it to know roughly where he is. It's not. It's going to give. They're going to be on penalties to their attacks.
Can they see my spear, or would they be able to find my spear?
Probably, yeah.
Find the stick, boy.
Fetch.
Pretty much.
What do you want them to do?
So I'm basically going to give them the command to go and grab my spear and stay clear of Vostok, basically. So I basically put him in a defensive manoeuvre and dodge because he's now after their blood. I figured that much out. So I'm putting him on a defensive, get the out of the way of him and stay clear of him and get my spear.
Okay.
Like that. Defensive manoeuvres.
Okay. Right. We come back round to
Maria.
Vostok and Maria.
Vostok and Maria.
Swearing in Spanish.
Oh, am I first?
Yeah, that's
What are
you.
you doing?
I don't know. It's dark, isn't it?
It's dark.
I will try and fashion a Molotov cocktail out of my hip flask, some twine, and my lighter.
Hip flask.
Yeah.
How's that gonna work?
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Well, it's flammable.
I have craft. I have intelligence.
It's a frag Molotov cocktail.
I'm gonna
damn impressive to make
spend a willpower to add my
container
conviction to making this thing work.
Okay, you add your conviction to making a Molotov cocktail. This is entertaining.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. You're in the dark trying to make a Molotov cocktail.
No, I got my Zippo lighter.
You're in the dark trying to make a Molotov cocktail. I'm afraid your Zippo lighter is providing you pretty much zero illumination, right?
Zip.
So that's going to take you some time. I'm actually going to ask everyone what they are trying to do for a little while, because while Vostok's action on the initiative tracker is there, it's not obvious what he is doing to those who can't. Actually, no, you can
I can see him, yeah.
In which case, I actually have to describe what's going on.
He does a flip.
He does a backflip.
Gains a legend by doing a flip.
He is apparently deciding that now is the old adage that discretion is the better part of valour.
He's trying to cheese it.
He is trying to cheese it. He is running. So, roughly, you turned up there-ish. If you imagine this roughly spherical area, you turned up there-ish. There's a river or stream or whatever it is running sort of roughly across there. Herman's mother's there. He's running that way.
Shoot him, Roger.
That's not my...
But yes, he does that. You're trying to make a Molotov cocktail. I can't remember who's purple. Who's green? What? Purple.
I think I was
Green is
Herman's green.
Shoot him, Herman.
It's green.
Have I been given any guidance whatsoever from Ricky?
Yeah, if
whilst,
I was allowed to talk, I would have said like,
Yep. Yeah.
like down and right or whatever direction
Yeah.
I would need to point him
Yeah.
in to find the scroll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can find the scroll in time to see Vostok fleeing. The scene again for you shifts somewhat. The stream appears as this incredible raging torrent of white water. White water torrent. You cannot see your mother.
Okay. Can I see Vostok?
You cannot see the tree that she was in.
Okay.
Where you're pretty sure from what you saw very briefly, there should have been a tree with what looks like your mother in it. It's just not there.
Okay.
You can see Vostok running.
And is he running sufficiently far away from where I think the tree was that...
It's hard to know for sure. He appears to be running away. He's a very shadowy figure in this, so he's almost like just this blur of smoke and shadow.
Okay.
Shoot him.
He's probably not carrying anyone. Yeah.
Okay. Do I have time to take another action having picked up the scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, gun out. One last shot.
One last shot towards him.
One opportunity
Thanks, Val.
to do everything you ever wanted. What was it? Dex marksmanship.
Yeah.
Oh, plus accuracy, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was an 8.
Oh yeah. Thought that was a thing when I shot at him.
Oops. You might have actually hit.
Shit, I probably would have done.
I
Been
get
4 more.
Nice.
Did he get 8
Yeah,
to
that
hit?
probably would have hit.
Yes.
No, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Your shot sends some of this smoke that appears to be making up this roughly humanoid figure that is running away, billowing, but
It is just smoke. Nothing solid is hit.
nothing that you can tell solid is hit. No, the shot went wide. He is running off. He is going to.
I'm going
what
to.
are you going
I'm assuming I get to go before
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
I'm
you're
going to
gonna-
turn on Lightning Sprinter, and I'm going for him.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Lightning Sprinter, run, do the biggest leap of my life across the stream in his direction.
Okay.
While mid-air, pulling a coconut out of the bag and hucking it at him
Okay.
before landing and continuing my run after him.
Okay. Make me a dexterity athletics. You can have a point of legend and a stunt for one of these dice rolls. Make a dexterity and athletics roll to try and clear this stream.
Roll more than 6.
9.
Okay.
That's more than 6. You clear the stream.
And I'm going to spend a point of willpower for the coconut through.
For channeling it through any particular virtue?
No, I'm just going. Well, endurance wouldn't really help me that much here.
No.
Or intellect again.
No,
So
not really a thing. So, yeah.
207.
no, not quite. 9, 10, 11.
You hit!
Oh my god!
You hit with a thrown coconut.
What did I tell you? I can't hit with a high-powered sniper rifle, but I can get him with a coconut.
You can.
I've no idea what damage a coconut does.
Strength plus not very much, so it's just going to be raw strength plus your epics.
Just that. Okay. So
That's it.
So I just winged him. Oops.
Yeah. So he's
Oh no.
pushing so
5.
be probably 5, 6, 7. So yeah.
Because you can't add you can't add epics. To
Yeah,
that.
you had epics.
Oh no, willpower. I mean.
No. So
All right. So I bonk him with a coconut.
you hit him with a coconut as he turns on his own burst of speed because, let's face it, cowards love Lightning Sprinter.
Does Herman see the coconut hit him?
Expeditious retreat. Yes. No. No. Coconut. No. You don't really see much of what's going on.
Please tell me that made a noise.
There is. You want someone else to know you hit him with a coconut.
Right.
Basically, he is going to get away. As he leaves, the shadows fade, and everyone can now see, as the shadows fade, the place is going still. The
Was there any way?
stream is now reasonably visible as a wide, powerful river, but it is calm.
Was there any way that I could have had a go at him on the end of that last round at all?
So, what would you have wanted to do?
Well, competitive. If I'd known that he'd done that, I would have been so up for that.
Probably wouldn't have seen any of that.
No,
happen.
but if I saw him running, I don't
You would have
know.
seen him start to run, really.
But then lost the
But then as he started to run, you haven't properly got the...
But then you might have heard a.
night vision. See? No, probably
her
not.
perception?
Oh yeah.
Long
Do
way.
I note any
Why?
difference in what I see through
Do you see him
scroll
go?
vision?
The raging torrent is or becomes, but other than that, no, you're not really seeing it. What are you seeing? You're seeing the torrent. You're seeing the trees look a lot less leafy and a lot more spiky and thorny. The two terracotta warriors look bigger and more imposing, but still immobile.
Okay. And the smoky figure is out of sight now.
And the smoky figure disappears out of sight at a redonkulous turn of speed because more epic dex than you.
In that case, I'll drop the scroll.
The scene shifts again. You are looking at the same scene as everyone else.
Okay.
So it looks a bit less dark, a bit less.
Did we ever read
And you can see your mother.
Did we ever read the scroll, or was it in like Chinese?
It's in a scroll case you have not opened.
Yeah, it was Japanese,
Small
wasn't it?
ornamented
Japanese.
scroll case. It is Japanese.
In that case, I might be tempted to take it out.
I can't remember because he had me read it, didn't he? the scroll case. I looked
The
at it.
outside of
Yeah,
it.
the outside. I mean, and I'm.
So you've got this. You've dropped this scroll.
Yeah, I've dropped it and noticed
So
it's...
you two haven't been involved in any of this. So you two will see that Herman is now holding this scroll case and looking around, and he just drops it on the floor. It is a very highly ornamented Japanese-style scroll case.
Cool. Hi guys, I wasn't even aware you were here. Because I've been out the water.
He is very wet.
Can we go and get Herman's mum out of the tree?
I'm going to recover my coconut.
The stream's calm now.
The stream is calm.
Okay. I'm making my way. It's calm enough for me to cross it now without
It's
it.
a river.
Yeah, but I can make my way across it
Yes,
now
you can
without.
make your way across it.
I will go back to Herman's mum afterwards.
Yeah, I'm making my way over because she.
No! Betrayal.
He was working for Vostok all the time. Or she was working for Vostok all the time.
If we're talking about Wiki.
So-
Anyway, quite sure which one we're talking about. But anyway,
we're
yeah.
heading over to. I'm heading over to the tree to basically.
You're heading over to the tree. Other people are moving over towards the tree.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I'll do the same, but I've seen that she's kind of
Yeah, in
bound
the
into
tree.
this tree.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about how we're going to get
Yep.
her out of that.
Yep.
The only that was partly the reason for wanting to investigate this this scroll case, because I mean I've been using it, but I was told to use it. I would know when to use it. I'm wondering if now is the time to take it out and read it. Possibly not, but
Caution to the wind, my friend.
Okay,
Caution.
well-
this is where I kill everyone.
If everyone else is playing doctors and nurses with Herman's mum, I'm going to smash the Terracotta Warriors because I need to break something because I didn't get anywhere with that and I have
And
a
you've got
hammer.
a hammer.
I'll just knock their heads off.
Earthquake.
I suddenly noticed that Lisa has a giant hammer.
Lisa has
not.
actually
It's
has
about
a giant
Yaga.
hammer. It's a hammer. It's a hammer-sized hammer. But yeah, she has a hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah, but it's going to be quite big because Lisa's not exactly ginormous, is she? So it's going to look quite big in Lisa's.
It's a hammer.
Yeah.
It's a hammer. She has a hammer. Everything looks like a nail.
Those Terracotta Warriors really do.
Okay. Yes, you smash the Terracotta Warriors.
Cool.
Is there anything inside them?
No.
Terracotta.
Gold coins.
They
Sweeties, they were
just pretty much
piñatas.
smashed pieces. Like it's not even. It's a disappointing.
Not even satisfying.
Yeah, it's disappointingly easy.
I am going to use my surgical skills to assess Herman's
She
mum.
is in a bad way, but reasonably stable.
Okay.
She's not like in imminent danger of dying.
No, is she bleeding from wounds?
She is bleeding. She'll probably need some attention for
Yeah,
that.
I'll
It's going to be a lot easier to do that once she's not in a tree,
Well,
not half in a tree.
Yeah, can we kind of like start ripping bits of the tree, or I've got a knife if I have to cut it away.
can I reactivate the unlidded eye so I can get a better look at this tree's supernatural?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I made a Molotov cocktail. I'm kind of tempted to just throw it.
Okay, so I've got 4 successes on the unlidded eye.
Yeah, just throw it at Herman's mom. See what happens.
No, we can burn this place afterwards, Miriam.
Ah,
Don't worry.
cool.
Yeah, we'll burn this place afterwards.
Shit, I'll take a swig from the headphones.
That's on fire.
It's on fire.
I haven't lit it. I've just made it.
So I've got my unlidded
That'll
eye.
be pretty metal.
Yeah, you get flaming shots, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to focus it down rather than looking everywhere around me. I'm
Yeah.
trying to focus on this tree to see if there's.
So, yes, you are getting distinctly significant amounts of power from the hammer, the horse, that bowl.
Okay, is there any connection? Am I making any connection?
The bowl is probably connected to the tree.
Okay, so
to the tree.
can I use intelligence and occult to try and work this out?
Yes.
Aren't you good at trees?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is
can,
this is
I can make it
supernatural.
increase
7
the lifespan
successes.
of the tree.
It is. So the bowl, particularly, is clearly Aztec design. It has a skull. Is that a skull? Is that a skull? Like it's either it's got a skull in the bottom, like actually, so that it's been baked into the bottom of this thing, or someone's done a really good job of making it, of making a clay skull.
I'm going to assume it's a real skull.
It's quite possibly
based on what it's being used for.
It's currently got about an inch of blood in the bottom.
And is there anything from my knowledge of the occult linking how this bowl is working with this tree, or are they working together?
The threads of power seem to suggest that they are connected. 7 successes. Aztecs had a lot of gods which were to do with fertility and growing stuff.
Okay. I shout out to you told us, Maria.
Yes.
Wait, I need your assistance over here.
What is your assistance?
That's how you can tell they're the baddies.
Isn't this your pantheon? And I point to the.
Why, yes. I should probably roll some
that's
occult.
Definitely an Aztec-style thing.
That is definitely an Aztec-style thing, I say.
Occult plus intelligence.
My intelligence. Let me find out exactly what it is. 2 successes.
It's a bowl.
It's a bowl.
Cool.
It is
It's a bowl.
to.
I mean, I got 7 successes.
It
Good
is,
job.
Hang on.
the symbols on it seem to definitely be connected to both death and fertility, or possibly to Tlee. How the hell are you supposed
Sorry,
to pronounce
whom?
It's me.
that? ITZTLI.
Ah, it is connected to the Aztec pantheon.
and
It's the
fertility, basically. So it's the fertility. It seems to be connected to the fertility purview and death, or possibly it's sleep.
Oh no, I don't have anything to do with
Isn't
death yet.
that?
Oh, you're talking about
That's yeah.
the
The letting blood and using it to power
it's
stuff.
yeah, it's definitely an Aztec relic. So I'll take that. Thank you very much.
You just lift it up.
Well, is it? If it's on the floor, I'll just go.
It's
Yoink,
kind of entwined within the roots. Make me a legend roll.
yoink.
3 says yes. 3 says no.
That's a D20. That's a D8.
That's a 12.
1 success.
1 success. Okay, it doesn't immediately come, but if you're being
Persistent.
a little bit persistent, it will. The tree will release it, basically.
Thank you, Mr. Tree. Cool.
Yeah.
I have a skull thing.
He has a skull bowl thing, and the
does-
tree just did actually let him take it.
Okay. And does the power of the tree holding Herman's mum begin to diminish at all, or is it still?
Not immediately, no.
So how much tree is in between us and Herman's mum?
Is Mum conscious, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dimly, she's
Okay.
she's
Not after I shoot.
I move up to. I'm going to say, "Hi, Mum. Let her know that I'm there. That we're going to get her free."
okay.
So yeah, basically where she's kind of bound into the tree. I mean, how much tree is between like her and freedom?
Maria, can't you ask it to let her go?
No, I don't have that power, I'm afraid.
Well, it just let that go, indicating bowl.
I don't have. I can make it last longer, but that
You
is
could
the
try just asking.
Mr. Tree. Can you let Herman's mum go?
No, I mean, put your hand on it and do whatever it is you do. I don't know.
What do you mean? Can't do that.
Well, I found a hammer and it was hitting stuff, and I grabbed it and then it stopped.
I put my hand on it and use green thumb, and say, "Can you please let this woman go?"
You use your talk to trees ability.
Yep.
I need to spend a legend to do that.
Okay, you make me a
Scion.
charisma and occult roll.
Dear
on.
Mr. Tree.
Come on. That's a D12 again.
Yes.
I believe in you.
That's a D12 as well.
So yeah, how much tree was between?
You
her
could
and
probably
freedom?
cut.
2
It's hard to
successes.
see very well because the way she's bound into it, you can't really see how far back her arms are. but certainly you could try and start to cut her away. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to allow you that one.
Cool.
The tree does not say, yeah, sure. You don't get a sense of
Okay.
response or anything, but the tree kind of just peels back from around her and she falls down.
Oh,
Catch her.
yeah.
Hey, it worked. Look at
See,
that.
there you go.
The power of belief.
Maybe we
Okay,
get just
what are you guys
asking.
doing now?
Well, I'm just going to be looking at, well, him. 'Cause
I'm
I know Top Hat's a doctor.
Yeah, I've already started making my way over.
Yeah, I'm literally.
I was already there, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm physically making my way down to.
So you can spend a moment.
I'll lay her down on the ground and ask
Yeah.
Edward not to drip on her.
Sweet Jesus, where was those rolls earlier?
That
is a damn good roll.
She is fine now.
I am a damn good surgeon.
You damn medic.
I'm a damn good. That is 2, 4,
Damn it, man, I'm a
6,
doctor.
8
All right.
successes.
8 medic.
She is fairly medic. I mean, I'm.
8 medic.
Yes.
You did damn medic.
No, damn it, your mum's okay. Right, she's gonna be okay.
She's going to be. Yeah.
Some would say she's got to go.
Thank you, guys.
She is suffering from severe fatigue. She is dehydrated. So you give her some water. You bandage
yeah.
the wounds, clean and bandage the wounds. She is going to take her some time to recover from this, but she is definitely, as stable as you
Not
can make
gonna-
her,
not
which
gonna-
with that roll is pretty damn good.
Okay, so
I'm a
how
pretty
do
damn
we
good surgeon.
how do we
Just
get
saying.
out of here? Because I am starving.
I've got a coconut.
Yeah.
It's all right. They're clean on the inside.
I'm also attending to my dogs to see if they're actually breathing.
We should probably get your mum somewhere where she can relax.
Yeah.
Can we see stairs or anything?
Starting to look around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the direction Vostok went, you find a passageway. There is a large chamber. So there's this small and hidden entranceway that you will discover on looking. And it opens up into this massive shadowed chamber. To most of you, it is a massive shadowed chamber with, and there is near the entrance a metal, like a fastening from the wall, and then this metal disc, and upon the metal disc is like a masquerade mask. And then a chain, so that the disc is suspended. Sort of, it's like built into the chain. So
Okay,
there's a couplings chain, the disc, and then the chain runs off into the darkness. You're looking out. That's one element of a web. There is a web of chains around. In the centre, there are a number of things with these discs. Each of them seems to have an item upon it. This is a huge chamber, and it is really, again, much more so than the things you're looking at previously, really twisting your sense of
Science.
of not just science, perspective. As you're looking around, there's that thing that you're pretty sure is a long way away, and you glance back and you look over, and now it seems to be close to you. There is, in the middle, suspended amongst these chains, and I realise I'm gesturing in front of the camera, suspended amongst these chains, there is a metal sarcophagus, essentially. It is covered in writing. It is, the sense of scale is just really distorting for you. It seems like it's 100 meters high and a very long way away, and at the same time it feels like it's like so close you could reach out and touch it, and maybe 8 foot.
Okay, can we see what the language is on the coffin? Or sarcophagus?
So no one else can see it.
Okay.
It's in the dark.
What about me with the unlidded eye?
Dark. You can see
Ping.
a lot of power webbing through this. There is power on that mask specifically, and there is power running along the chain. You can see a sense of this web of power, but it's shifting and twisting in a confusing way. You can't make much
Okay,
sense.
can I see what language it is?
You can try and see what language it is. Give me a perception awareness roll to see if you can see how much detail you can pull out. It's going to be
2.
2 successes. It looks like a mixture of languages, primarily Japanese.
Can I make out any of what it says?
Not with 2 successes. You're recognising the shapes. Some of the kanji you can identify as.
I don't suppose any of you have got binoculars or a telescope.
No.
Don't think so, old chap.
Maybe in the van, wherever the van is.
Well, it's a sarcophagus up there. Looks like it's got a mixture of languages, but all of it's in kanji.
Great.
So you said I could see the power was more to the mask.
There is power. The mask itself has power.
Okay, I've got it.
Power is kind of flowing through this network. It looks like that mask is not the source of all the power that's here.
I've got it. Vostok is a vampire. That's why he was draining Herman's mum's blood, and that's why he had pet bats, and that's why he's got coffin in a cave under the ground, and he lives in a castle. He's a vampire.
And he does always operate in the darkness.
Yes. See?
And he has power over the darkness. I can't fault your logic there.
Yep.
I'm gonna yoink the mask if that's alright with everyone.
How many people
Can you see the
mask? Is it just...
Everyone can see the mask
Okay.
because it's close enough to the entrance. But
Would it do bad things if we kind of took some of these things off the web?
you take the mask.
Yeah, yoink the mask.
Yes, but you're high. Would it do bad things if yoink?
I didn't tell everyone I was yoinking.
Yeah. It was a declared thing. She takes the mask. It is. It comes off the thing. The sense of disconcerting, sort of shifting depth and perception maybe seems to be slightly lessened. It's still definitely there, but it's not maybe as strong.
Okay, can I move towards the next item?
Okay. So you pick up, there are a number of items there, each, basically, they all look like they're quite probably relics of various kinds.
Okay, I will just go around and
They are all
pick them up.
beautiful and or horrific. Sometimes both, sometimes one or the other. Definitely very special items. And I'm not going to describe them all.
Yeah, I'm literally just going to jog around and remove them from the thing, because that seems to be kind of fixing a wibble.
Yeah. So as
Chuck them in a bag for now.
What if they're powering the web to keep whatever it is in? What if it's Vostok's dad?
the coffin is open.
Oh, it's open.
Sorry, I didn't.
So yes, he is a vampire. We can all agree he's a vampire.
Opened out,
Oh,
hanging in the air.
I will explain that the sarcophagus is open.
So a vampire. So you're 100% right. He's a vampire.
Does sound pretty like a
So,
vampire.
what if he's been eating Scions and these are all that's left of them?
Quite possibly.
Anyway, we should leave.
As it settles, you can see as things start to settle down a bit, you'll be able to see on the other side. And as it settles, it comes into sort of a stability as something that is a mere 100 foot tall. This is
Oh, so the coffin itself is
the
100
coffin
foot
itself
tall.
is not man-sized.
Ah. Yeah, he wasn't in that.
You never
Or if
know,
he was,
might
he'd have
shrunk
had a
down.
lot of space.
He could have shrunk down.
It is enormous, and there is a ominous creaking sound, like chains with a lot of weight on them.
Perhaps we should make our
Can
way to the
I I see
door?
anything with my supernatural side?
Your supernatural sight tells you that Ricky is holding a lot of power. Mm-hmm. And
I hope it's not over 12.
and the coffin itself became sarcophagus coffin thing itself became more and more visible as they were removed. Probably actually there was one specific point where it almost it went from a web of power to a web of power with this coffin in it.
Cool.
As he took one particular item, and then the web continued to fade as he removed the items. The coffin has power, but it's fading. It's clearly spent. It's not active.
So we,
And I
cut,
can't see what's putting pressure on the chains.
Power.
so we cut the coffin down.
Possibly the 100-foot tall metal coffin that's hanging from it.
Should we cut the coffin down?
No, I think the coughing is. I think the whole thing's about to come down. I suggest we move very quickly.
Yeah. There is a
that's kind
sound
of what I
of
said.
a sort of a metallic
Ping.
straining, creaking sound, and this sort of twang, a very deep twang, like something very strong has just given up, and and then followed by a very loud clang as of one end of that possibly hitting one side of a large metal sarcophagus, and you
Cheese it
to the other door.
Yeah.
Door opens out easily, and it is the big ornate door in his office. So
Hey, we're out.
the office space. And behind you, as you step through, the sarcophagus collapses.
Good job,
The whole
everyone.
thing just
Ricky, what you're holding in your hand is extremely powerful.
We'll sort that out later. Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Although I did hear someone mention something about fire, and I think that might not be the worst plan.
I agree.
We're here after you.
Molotov! No! I throw the Molotov at a wall.
Not through the door.
It's mostly made of stone round here. You're going to get a patch of burning alcohol and not much more.
Oh, I thought it was like a fiberglass castle.
No, it was not a
Okay, I throw the Molotov at the door then.
No.
Okay.
And then when we get downstairs, we find the armoured car and we stuff some stuff in the petrol
Yeah, we
and
do
light
that.
that up as well.
Yeah, and then we leave and get shot by the police.
So, I am going to have to leave it there because it's 11 o'clock and I need to go to work tomorrow.
Indeed, as do I.
As do I.
We will have, I think we're going to have a epilogue session to wrap this up, so I've still got some more stuff to happen
Okay.
in terms of the outcome.
Ooh, so you get a 14.
You're going to get an episode 13A or 14.
0.5.
13.5. Yeah, we'll see. I may have to do a shift of a week to get it in. I might see if we can shift around and get it in next week, because the week after I might not be.
I'm not around the week after.
So
But we can do all this.
we can sort all this out. Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah. Hi. Bye. I hope you enjoyed it. Epilogue still to come, as we maybe get a little more insight as to what the hell just happened.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers,
you very
guys.
much.